You know that I was a gangbanger? So you know. All blood neighborhood, homie. The only white motherfucker. I did go to jail, and I did do 18 months. But never smoked, never sold, and got out the hood. Because you know why? Character fucking counts. That's the gangster, dog.
I coached JUCO for 20 years. Left Indy, Netflix, Last Chance U. The way they decided to depict me, and I decided to start my own shit, my own show on the realest show on Planet ERF, the Coach AB Show. Didn't know who I was going to have as a co-host. So about 6 years later, I decided to hire Big Smitty, Naptown's finest. I found the best young producer in the biz in Big Bailey. Now we're on the brink of becoming the biggest show, the realest show, and the best show on the internet. Just like I did unintentionally while being filmed on Last Chance U, raw and uncut. Coach JB and Big Smitty every single day, 6 to 9 a.m.
I'm kind of a fucking big deal, bro.
What up, what up, what up?
Sports Encyclopedia. U.S. Steve Kim. Got Trent in the cut. Coach JB. Yeah. Where you at, man? In the gym shooting, I'm Durant. You ain't shooting John Moran. No fucking stupid, we ain't losing. Grind like something to prove it. Came to conclusion that it's proven. Yeah, I'm proven with a reliable source straight from the mouth of the horse. Smitty and JB. JB and Smitty from West Coast to your side. Worldwide, we in your city. Keep it 150. We never change what's happening. Hurdle and get it cracking. No capping, we never lacking. Like them up, what?
You motherfuckers better be ready to play. I should have stuck his bitch ass in the face.
Gay shit, homie, I'm so tired of these fucking gays playing football in my sport. How did Mina Kimes get there? Oh, guess who her husband is. Why are you allowing this broad on your network that doesn't know shit? Do you know what a 3 technique is?
No.
Okay, but you know football and talk football, and it's okay. See, that's why I can't speak to women in football.
You fucking slap dicks, issues get pressed so past it don't get sacked like bags and baggage. Smitty and Jason Brown, killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap. Smitty and Jason Brown, we killed it, yeah, it's a rap. We what the game's been missing, we switched it and filled the gap.
To put the fear of God in these motherfuckers.
What up, man? It is Free Game Friday, and I'm going to rock the house solo for a little bit. We may have Pac-Man Jones join me, man, co-host the house with me, rock the house with me. We got Sean Salisbury going to maybe rock the house with us, and then Sean King for the last 2 hours will rock the house with us. It's Free Game Friday. Tap the like and subscribe, become a member. But right now I'm solo dolo, and we're going to rock the house because it's Free Game Friday, and Diego Pavia was already waived. Bye-bye by the Ravens, as someone on this show said he would. But what do I know? What I do know is all that talking, NIL money and hype in college doesn't equate to NFL results. But again, what do I know? When we all listen to your boy for one time, for once, I know what the fuck I'm talking about. We got quarterbacks getting crowned before they've ever won a damn thing. We got coaches set up here on podiums every single day talking about how great my QB is going to be and how good my program is, and all you guys come here, transfer in the offseason. Front offices, they're pretending analytics replaced accountability. ESPN fired real football people, but keeps Mina Kimes, keeps the bald broads who know nothing. But I've still yet to see a WNBA game called by an all-male booth. But what do I know? Can't wait to see all men call a WNBA game. And I want to see all the females come out. Oh, my God. Why is men calling WNBA? We don't really want to call the WNBA, ladies. But it's okay for women to talk football. And then bitch about it when you can't get a job. It's unbelievable to me. The irony is ridiculous. College football has become free agency without a return, as I've been saying for a long time, as SEC Media Day wrapped up yesterday, and every single coach seemed to discuss why their team is where you should come and how bad the other program is. It's unbelievable. I've never seen anything like it. Yet somehow we're supposed to act like tampering is a secret. Meanwhile, the NFL is one injury away from rewriting every prediction you've heard this summer. And then over in politics, same movie, different actors. Everybody's campaigning, nobody's governing. Politics is crazy. Government is corrupt, and we've all known this. Every headline is designed to divide you and I and sit up here and talk about, oh, let's do this. Why in New York they're getting on bowing to a red carpet 3 times a day. Every soundbite is crafted to go viral on this show, as you know, but somehow common sense has become the rarest commodity in America. Sean King, possibly Mac Jones or Pac-Man Jones will hop in here, and Sean Salisbury will join me to rock the house on this free game Friday. But what do I know? Big Bailey's in the house. We're going to rock the house real quick. Quote of the day is powered by Underdog. But before we get there, let's flip it up, Bailey. I want to go to the poll question right out the gate before I give you the quote of the day, and contrary to belief. Poll question real fast. Who's the biggest pretender entering 2026? I got 3 options for you, but I need one. Chat, chime in. Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, or D. Jones' favorite, Trevor Lawrence? Who's the biggest pretender? Jordan Love, Brock Purdy, or Trevor Lawrence? I got to know. I want to get these stats to you. Brock Purdy versus Trevor Lawrence versus Jordan Love. A lot of you guys love some Jordan Love. Why? Why do you love Jordan damn Love so motherfucking much? I got to know. Because I sure don't know. Because I want to break these stats down real fast. So Brock Purdy has 45 starts. Jordan Love has 48 starts. Let's start there and eliminate one and then get to Trevor Lawrence, because Trevor has the most starts. Brock Purdy, 45 starts. Jordan Love, 48 starts. Record for Brock Purdy, 31-14. Great record. Jordan Love, 29-19. Decent record. Passing yards, both about the same. 11,300 for Brock, 11,800 for Jordan Love. Passing touchdowns, Brock Purdy, 76. Jordan Love, 34. Interceptions, Brock Purdy, 27. Jordan Love, 34. So 84 touchdowns for Jordan Love, 34 picks. 76 touchdowns for Brock, 27 picks. Percentage, about the same. 68 for Brock, 64 for Jordan Love. Passer ratings, if we care, 104 for Brock, 96 for Jordan Love. Playoff record for Brock, 4-2. Jordan Love, 1-2. So obviously conference champs, 2 for Brock, 0 for Jordan Love. Super Bowls, 1 start for Brock, 0 for Jordan Love. So if you're going to compare those two, I mean, you want to give it to Brock, go ahead. But the fact of the matter is, Jordan Love's a more skilled player. Brock Purdy surrounded by better interior talent. But I would argue Jordan Love actually has to throw the ball into the actual teeth of the coverage much more at a higher clip than Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy throws a lot of perimeter passing game. Shanahan gets the ball out quick. He gets the ball out now. He's got CMC to get the ball too. He had a Kittle for a while. He had a Debo for a while. And when Brock Purdy was really good, guess what they did? All what Sean McVay does with the Rams. They get motion going. They get Debo the ball here. They get Ayuk the ball there. Those guys are gone. They have no more those guys. Now you got the bigger-bodied Mike Evans. You have the bigger body at wideout that's older, and a Kittle coming off an injury, and a CMC. Green Bay has the youngest good wideout core in NFL, in my opinion. They got the youngest good football wideout room in the NFL. That's my personal opinion. I like their wideout room if Watson can stay healthy. But at the end of the day, man, I'm not high on either one of them, to be honest. But let's flip a coin. Let's go Brock Purdy because he's gotten to a bowl. Now, let's break down Trevor Lawrence real quick. Trevor Lawrence again, 77 starts, 34-43. We all know that this is the most inferior roster out of the three. Passing yards, 19,000, obviously 30 more starts. He's got 8,000 more yards. Touchdowns, got 103 versus 54 picks. He's 64% completion percentage, 88 passer rating, lower than both. Yards per attempt is lower than both at 6.8. Playoff record is 1-1. No conference titles, no Super Bowl, of course, in the AFC with Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes. So, where you at with Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence shows a lot of big arm talent at times. Good vertical passer. He's aggressive at times. But damn, dog, I don't know if the best physical traits, which Trevor possesses, in my opinion, I still think he's living on projection more than production. That's just my personal opinion. He needs a goddamn defining season this year. And I think all the fans of his, D. Jones and everybody in the chat, will admit that. He needs a defining season to get over the hump this year in Jacksonville, because Jacksonville should be a playoff contender in the AFC, my personal opinion. So I don't know if he can drive the bus. I agree with new Q26, but talent-wise, Trevor has it all. Short, fast, skinny, tall, Trevor has it all. He possesses it all, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. I can say all three are mid to below mid, though. That's what I do know. Let's get to the quote of the day, powered by Underdog. Use our promo code CoachJB. Get $50 on a $5 deposit. We'll be doing an Underdog segment today. Quote of the day. Hard work doesn't guarantee success, but excuses guarantee failure. Fact, not fiction. Hard work doesn't guarantee success, but excuses do guarantee failure. Guarantee you. Contrary to belief, powered by Underdog. Woof. Smitty from Chicago. Make sure you pound that like, share the show right now on whatever platform you're on. The mirror tells the truth. Your friends won't. Contrary to belief. Yeah. The mirror. Look at it. Some of you guys need to look at that motherfucker. The mirror tells the truth. Your friends won't tell you. Just all you got to do is look at the bitch. Like, damn. I woke up. I'm Keith Smith today. I'm a fat fucking wobble body who has titties that hang to my kneecaps, and I'm an absolute fucking nobody. I go and watch Coach JB's show every single day, and I just can't get over myself. The mirror will fucking tell you that, Keith Smith. Your friends won't, because all you fuckers flock together and you all eat fucking Doritos all day and lick your fingers. And the mirror will actually tell you, damn it, you fat fuck need to go walk around the block, drink some diet water. You fat fuck. The mirror tells you that, Keith. I know you tell yourself that when you look in the mirror. Keith, I'm a fat fuck. Just say that. Look in the mirror. A lot of you. D. Jones, I'm delusional every single day, waking up thinking Trevor Lawrence will get me to the playoffs. All you got to do, D. Jones, look in the fucking mirror. I'm delusional to think that Trevor Lawrence will ever get me anywhere in this fucking for my team. He looks like sunshine. He looks like Tarzan, plays like Jane. The mirror will tell you, D. Jones. Pro Black Freddie Mac. I know I'm pro Black Freddie Mac. I get it. Understand something. JB may have lost a couple times on Underdog, but I still am a fucking nobody. Look in the mirror. Jay Earn. Goddamn. I look like AC Green, and I still look like AC Green, and I've yet to have any pussy like AC Green. The mirror will tell you that shit, homie. Goddamn. All you got to do is look in the mirror. Some of you guys don't understand that. A lot of you, troll females. Couple of you that make up accounts. Damn it. I look in the mirror. I see that I'm Gibby. Oh, I am Gibby. I just make up fake accounts. That's what the mirror will do. That's all you got to do. So do that. Move on amicably. And but listen, man, this show isn't the same without Free Game Friday. And it's Mexican word of the day time, powered by Underdog. And the word is pizza chip. Yeah. Pizza chip. Somebody said I'm a felon. G. Scott said I'm a felon. I am? Record clean, motherfucker. I never been a felon. Record super clean. But I ran through your bitch last night. She called me a felon. She said, damn it, you took the pussy. You took it. You took my asshole. If that's what a felon is, yes, that's me. Guaranteed. Ask your mama. And ask your daddy why he didn't pull out. You dumb fuck. Mexican word of the day is pizza chip. Yeah. Pizza chip, dog. That is the word of the day. You guys don't know that. If you haven't figured it out, you guys should. And try to come up with what you think it means if you want. I don't know if you want to do that or not, but listen, if you haven't become a member of this show and you've yet to subscribe, you're a fucking piece of shit. Yeah, pizza chip. Stop being a piece of chip. Keith, stop eating pieces of chips and go look in the mirror. They'll tell you you're a fat fuck. But anyway, pizza chip. Okay, bet. Sean Salisbury's going to hop in here for a minute, man, with me. Rock the house for the first hour and see if Pac-Man Jones will hop in. Pac-Man was going to host the show all 3 hours today. And then he got called with his kid to do some things for football practice. And then he was going to do the first hour. So Pac-Man may hop in here in the first hour, fucking rock the house, Sean Salisbury and I. And Sean King will hop in for the last 2 hours of the day on a free game Friday to rock the house. So we're in this bitch. Pound the like button, subscribe if you become a member if you're not. Let's get to the first topic of discussion. Bailey, the Ravens have waived Diego Pavia. Sean Salisbury will hop in here in a minute. We'll discuss it, but have you seen the discrepancies in height, Bailey, between Pavia and Lamar Jackson as Lamar gave Pavia a dap as he was waived yesterday and left the room? Have you seen a picture of how the height discrepancy looked? If you guys haven't seen it, there's a picture out there. This was yesterday as the Ravens cut Pavia. Hey, little boy. And what happens when you're a little boy, you just ain't going to make it. You ain't going to see over the line of scrimmage. You can't see. And that's unfortunate what's happened. But you got little boy hands. And a little boy. So what happens is when you're this little, here's what everybody that loved Pavia in college is going to say today. He got did wrong, coach. He got did wrong. No, he didn't. He's shitty. I told you guys that shit. But y'all thought he was this fucking super hype guy because he got NIL dollars. And y'all thought this guy was the next great thing. But no shit. It's AI. Some of you motherfuckers are retarded. I truly believe it. Some of you guys are really fucking retarded. A lot of this thing is the fact of the matter. I've been telling you guys, you put this pussy on a pedestal. You put the pussy on a pedestal too early. And that's the problem with you guys. And I had to explain this yesterday at a high school that I spoke at. Shout out to Chino Hills, man. High school out here in SoCal. The Ball brothers, if you guys know, all went there to play basketball. And they got a pretty damn rich tradition. I think they opened up with Santa Margarita defending national and state champion here, led by Carson Palmer. So I got to speak to some really good young men yesterday. Shout out to them for having me. And I spoke about this specifically because here's the one issue I have when I speak to high school students around the country. I ask them every day, every time I get in there and I get their attention and I say, hey, dog, I'll give you guys $20. I'll give you guys $100. I'll give you guys whatever's in my pocket at the time. I offer money to tell me what an NC2A qualifier is. And nobody fucking can raise their hand and get it right. Nobody. And it's a travesty, dog. It really is a fucking travesty that these kids aren't the CEO of themselves. They have no clue how to get to college, yet they say they love football. So somebody asked a question in the chat real quick. Why you keep throwing up those fours like this? 4 quarters, dog. It's 4 quarters. This was my motto at Independence. I live by 4 quarters every day. There's 4 quarters in football, right? That's obvious. Everybody goes, 4 quarters in football. There's also 4 quarters in a year, correct? And there's 4 quarters of your life. Everything's 4 quarters. So in football, winter conditioning, quarter 1. Get your shit going. Quarter 2 is spring football. Quarter 3 is summer football. Quarter 4 is what? The fall, the season. 4 quarters. It's not just about football on the field. It's about 4 quarters of life. And that's why you throw up the 4s. So there is a reason for 4s. But without further ado, man, a good friend of mine is going to join us here in a minute. Longtime NFL player, one of the greatest quarterbacks in the history of USC. Trojan, and not a condom, not a helmet condom either. But as he gets his thing settled up, 4s that's what 4s mean for all you guys that don't know. Shout out to Neuro Gum. Let's take one and see what's cracking here. Anyway, we are here. Shit's terrible, dog, but that mother is fire, though. It's damn near fire, though. To be honest, damn near fire. No? You gonna be able to figure it out, Bailey? Sean is not like up to speed on technology, so he takes a little while to get in. Me and Sean argue about it all the time about it because I hate technology too, but I think he hates it more than me. So Sean Salisbury is going to join us. Sean Salisbury is going to tell us. We'll get a story from Sean, man. Him and maybe Jim McMahon, Warren Moon, guys that were together in Minnesota, Vikings. We're also going to get the fact that Acho, Smitty's homie, said that Ryan Clark made NFL Live what it is. And Sean Salisbury is not fucking happy about it. Because Sean Salisbury is the guy that actually started NFL Live and was on the panel. But we're going to break that down because he was on his show. If you guys don't watch Sean Salisbury's show, Unpaved, every day, check it out. Him and his boy Segs rock the house. Bailey produces that show as well. So go check it out if you haven't seen it. You know what I'm smacking? I got some of my tooth right here. I'm trying to get it out. I got those sprayers, the teeth sprayer. So I spray in the morning, as you should do every day for you nasty motherfuckers. You wake up. I got this special mouthwash. I gave some to Ruben. He don't use it, though. And then that's why he's dying. And I put it in this sprayer with a little mixture of water. And it's like the dentist use. And it fucking drills the shit of all the lining in your teeth. It's unbelievable, by the way. You guys should all use one. They're expensive as shit. But if you do it right, you'll get a little blood in between your gums. That shows you kind of got them cleaning. Unless you got super gingivitis and you're just a nasty motherfucker. Which some of you guys are too. Because Keith Smith hasn't fucking washed his teeth in years. Megan Williamson. Shut up. God damn, you're a fucking, just an absolute fucking. See you next Tuesday. Can you show your real face? Go. I'm waiting. Let me light my cigar, man. As Hopefully we get our main man in here. He's behind the scenes here right now trying to hop in. But anyway, Diego Pavia, gone. Who will pick him up? Will somebody pick up Diego Pavia? Go. Anyone have any idea where they think Diego Pavia will land? I do. It's probably called AJ McCarron's UFL. That's where he needs to go. That's where he needs to go. He's a nobody. Josh, you think he gets scooped up? Because his hype is over. His hype's done. He got picked up because of the hype in college and who he was. It's basically a fucking DEI. Basically, he was a DEI hire as a quarterback. And now he's been waived. What NFL franchise is going to pick him up? I don't believe there is one. I truly don't believe there is one. That's just me. But if you guys think there's somebody out there, go ahead. Put it in the chat. What team he goes to, I don't know. He doesn't fit the CFL, though. He's not Doug Flutie. He doesn't have the big arm. You can't throw the CFL throws without a big-time arm. He can't do it. Plus, UFL more fits him. It's more American game. He's familiar. He'll be familiar with the offenses, the play calls, the talent around him. He'll know guys. UFL seems to fit the best, in my opinion. UFL, for him, seems to fit the best. And that's just where I'm at with it. I don't know where you're at with it, but he is not Johnny fucking Manziel. Don't ever fucking compare him to goddamn Johnny Manziel again. Johnny Manziel had a fucking whip on him, can run, was a fucking white, smaller version of Michael Vick at the time. Don't ever compare that motherfucker to Johnny Manziel. You don't have a comparison for this guy. He's not an NFL guy. That's why the fuck he didn't get drafted, as all you guys said. He's the best quarterback in the NFL. No, he's not. He's shitty. He was shitty in college. He was shitty. Little boy. Let's see him. Let's see him here. Oh, God damn. Oh. Let me explain something real fast before we seem to have a lot of NFL quarterbacks join the show today. You don't get the fucking ball like this and throw a fucking swing route and have to cock your arm all the way back here and get the fucking ball out. That ball needs to be caught and thrown. Why is it such a slow twitch movement? And then why is he all the way? Oh, see, the NFL exposes. Oh, the NFL exposes the lack of talent that you have as a quarterback. Because in the NFL, every single quarterback can get up there and throw 7-on-7 and look like, oh shit, this guy's different. Pavia is not. Pavia is not different. He's just not. He's a guy that's just you can find coaching, walking around a high school football field. He is not that guy. So I'm just throwing that out there. NFL will expose you. That's why he didn't get scooped up. He's fucking not good. But what do I know when I talk about quarterback play? I tell you guys all the time. What do I know? Oh, you're a hater. You're a hater. How am I a hater? The motherfucker's not good. It's no shot at him personally. It's not no shot at his mom dating Theo Vaughn. It's not a shot at all the hype that y'all gave him, puts on a pedestal. It ain't no hype. I'm not hot at that, homie. I give a fuck what he does and what his mama does. The fact of the matter is he can't throw the football. He's not talented. That's all it is. But anyway, man, without further ado, we got an NFL legend, man, a USC great, a California, San Diego, unbelievable, prevailing wins. High school was an unbelievable talent at baseball, at basketball, at football. He was like the white version of me. Our main man, Sean Salisbury, is going to hop in with me, man.
What's up, man?
What's up, man? Hey, I wake you up?
No, dude, I've been up since 5 o'clock watching the LPGA tour overseas. I I've been watching golf all morning. You kidding me?
Did I wake you up, bitch?
No, bitch. I was getting coffee. At least I give you a week before you come on my show. You give me 4 minutes. Here's JB. Call. Just leaves me a message. I'm trying to get coffee, get my shit right for a couple. You were still dreaming. You were still rubbing one out at 3 o'clock in the morning when I was over getting coffee here in Texas time zone.
Well, you're on 2 hours ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So JB is
a good friend, man.
Yeah, well, it's because you and I are tight, but
you're a good friend.
What was your question again? I'm getting all.
Is Mina Kimes good? Go.
I was gonna. What was I gonna rip you over? Here's who JB is. What'd you say to me? Something about what am I
asking you about coming on the show last minute? That's a great friend.
Yeah, well, no, I was getting coffee and JB, hey, can you come on? His show starts at 8 o'clock Central, 6 o'clock Pacific.
Yeah.
And at 8:03, it says, hey, man, come on my show. I'm thinking, sure, win Monday.
Hey, you doing anything?
In my mind. Yeah. Right now, like, sure. Yeah, no, good. This is what we do, man. It's good to be on with you. And I know your peeps love your show. Thanks for letting me come on and be a part of it.
Hey, man, always. I told everybody, make sure you guys go check out Unpaid. If you guys haven't, Sean goes and rocks the house every day with Bailey producing it behind the scenes as he is right here. I was saying real quick, I was like, so Pac-Man Jones' crazy ass was going to hop in and co-host with me today, and then his kids got yanked into some football shit, and he still might hop in with us. And Sean King will
Tell him I
in.
said hello, man. Both those guys. I'm good, brother.
Yeah.
I'm here for you anytime.
Sean King loves you. He spells his name. Sean King spells it the black way. Shaun.
Right. I spell it. I always say this. No disrespect to Sean. I spell it the masculine way, like Connery. Sean.
Alpha male way.
There you go. And hence, Sean is black, so I get it, JB.
And you're white.
You didn't. So I spelled the white way. Is that what we're going here? Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Make sure you tell Pac-Man and Sean I said hello, man. My guy.
Let's get to brass tacks. I got to ask you something, man. Acho seems to think that the NFL Live was created by Ryan Clark. You got anything to say about that? I've heard you.
A lot. I don't pay attention usually, but it really had nothing to do. You can tell me shows are good along the way. Somebody can build the Empire State Building, but at some point in time it may need a makeover, right, JB? But just because you walked in and hung a fucking picture on the wall in the Empire State Building doesn't mean you built the shit. The people who actually, the woodworkers and steel and concrete, and that's what NFL Live was. Long before he was still sucking on his mama's, he was nursing on his mama's, milk at his age. When we were talking actual football, not woke shit, and we weren't talking about on what politics and who you should vote for on NFL Live at 3 o'clock Central. So listen, we had the greatest production team: Golick, Schlereth, Hodge, Wingo, Mark Malone, the list of Eric Allen, Darren Woodson. But the first 2 hires of NFL Live, the first 3 were Mark Malone, myself, and Mike Golick, Merrill Hodge as well. So it's not a pat on the back. I don't care if you think along the way some show was better and that Ryan Clark did good things. When they actually talk football, at least there's something to listen to. But somehow along the line, when they shift into this narrative of a guy threw an incompletion because he's white, or a guy threw an incompletion, and then they get off onto, well, who you voted for has something to do with how you drop back and throw a completion. That's when it goes haywire for me. So, no, they didn't fucking build it. Okay? They didn't build it. I'll tell you who built it. I just gave you the names. Here's what we did. We built it and built it big I was there 12 years. Golick and Schlereth continued it and on and on and on. They came in and added a piece of furniture. Okay. So, and they listen, Orlovsky's a good football guy, Dan. And JB, when a member that sits on that set texts me after you all this shit about who built it, texts me and says, the real ones know who built it. And he's on that show, or she's on that show, or they're on that show. So let me just tell you this. They do know, and you can improve a lot of things. Just because you put the steering, or just because you drove it off the assembly line at Ford, didn't mean you built the motherfucker. So I think he has a pretty good idea now. Just like debate shows, Clayton and I, and Wilbon and Kornheiser. those were the first ones out of the box that built it. You can always improve on it. So it's not a pat on the back, but give respect to the guys like Golick and Schlereth or myself or Malone or Wingo who actually did build it. Painting the wall doesn't mean you built it. That's what they did, and that's what they're doing. You could extend it. They do some good things, but stick to football, and that's what we did. We had a blast. We laughed, and I would like to think that every single guy that was on that show moved forward and is still doing some pretty impressive stuff. So the foundation was built. The architects, there's architects. That's the production team. There are the people who actually built it and got dirt in our hands and put a saw in their hands, and that was us, the people who talking about it. And then there's people who come along after, reap the benefits of higher pay and the rest of it, and get social media. We didn't have the benefit of that, but I can tell you this: at any point in time that they want to line up me and Schlereth and Wingo or Malone and Hodge and get on a set and start talking football and do a 30-minute show, like a throwback show for a week, both of us against each other, like a Family Feud matchup on NFL Live, be happy to show up. So, and this is those guys on the set didn't say it. This isn't coming from Laura Rutledge. It's Acho from a distance. And that guy does a good job of overloading his mouth with his ass on a regular basis. So he criticizes Pro Bowl players. And I ain't criticizing a guy that throws it better than me. I'll say what I think he should throw it. But I know at 10 years that there's guys who had far better careers. But you got to urinate a few drops in the league before you can tell somebody they suck at their gig. And you also you can't be good at your job unless you know the history of it. And unfortunately, he doesn't know the history of NFL Live because he never sat on the set with us when the real OGs started the damn thing.
It's unbelievable, man.
Boys, I love you guys.
I saw that post and I had to tell his ass because our co-host works with him still currently and worked with them. And I'm like, the disrespect for the OGs and this the absolute fucking just the refusal of admitting that you know better and just say some stupid shit like this, and instead of actually sitting back and relaxing before you tweet and say, man, let me look up really when this started and shit, acting as if nobody watched before. That was the most watched show on your guys' network at the time.
Right.
People tune in to really watch football then. You guys really broke down football. Now it's about fucking some weirdo discussion with a bald broad.
Segs, when I say Segs, JB, we never had, that's who's my co-host on the show. JB, I never in 12 years remember a conversation where I said, hey, man, should that guy who's got balls be able to play against women? We never had that conversation. The conversation was when Brady faces a single high safety and do it. And then we'd laugh about it or have some fun and do great segments, or Clayton would come on and we'd battle back and forth, whatever it was. We had fun. Like I say, it's not to say anything. That would be the equivalent when it comes to football shows and what started of somebody saying that a Sports Center anchor now that gets hired built it, that Dan Patrick and that group didn't build it. Tom Mees and Chris Berman. Now they built Sports Center and built ESPN. We came along when that building was built, and we built the smaller, the tinier home with NFL Live inside the big architectural building. So, like I said, I don't really give a shit if people liked it or not. Plenty did, that I do know. Secondly, and you're right, there's an age group of era that some do, and it's not an umbrella over all of them, but guys like him who think that the more you talk and the more you spew, and we all do. He's not the only one guilty of it. I don't know him, and I don't watch him. I just see clips like this, and so I just responded like, if he would have said, I think this show's better than ours, we could have all said, well, let's have a care. That's fine. It's like saying what quarterback's better. But when you say who built it, now you're traipsing into areas you don't have a fucking clue about. And that's where he went. So my frustration, you could listen. There's plenty of people who like shows better and that this guy should have been on. But from a distance to say that, just to get clicks and likes, and he got hit over the head with a sledgehammer by viral media. I mean, he got his head hammered because even if you didn't like watching Schlereth and me or Golick and Wingo, don't talk about who built it, okay? Don't talk about the St. Mary's is built sitting in a harbor not far from where you are, JB, and where I grew up.
Hey, Sean, let me ask you something.
Built the ship, okay?
You're good friends with Dan Patrick.
Very good friends.
You're really good friends with Dan, and you've known him, and you've been on movies with him and on the set with him. He's kind of taking a little bit of a shot at ESPN, your guys' former employer, obviously, about how they handle business. You've been there. You've been let go. You've been hired. So as Dan, everybody that was there at the time, he's kind of said the OGs, guys that have been there since, in one case, 1993 as a baseball analyst who was just like Carl Ravitch, who you know well. He said it was kind of a shady operation on how they let him go. He didn't even fucking get a common courtesy reach around.
Listen, JB, you've heard me say, because maybe you don't like the way we, like if you lost your gig or you moved on, didn't sign a new contract, however you left or came to ESPN. When they talk about sports, they've been the go-to sports when they stuck to sports for a long time. There's a lot of great people in the building. So, I've always spoken, even being gone, there's some things I didn't like that they did on my exit, but shit, what are you going to do, man? You keep on, you strive, but there's a lot of people and a lot of good people in there. What happens is when this happens, we think everybody in the building's an asshole, and that's not true. So let me just clear that part of it for you. But I will tell you this. And when you say something like what you just said, JB, you'll get people say, oh, it happens to everybody. No, the way you get to, after 30-some years, that's not the way it happens to everybody. It is. Carl Ravitch spent half his life there. Some people get let go the right way. I walked in, actually kind of thought I was going to get a contract raise because my contract was up, and it was quite the opposite in 2008. They talked to you, leave, you walked up. You really don't get to say goodbyes. You go, at least they called me in, and I had two or three guys in there, two of them, and it was fine. Carl deserved more than I did because Carl's been a legend there for a long time. This has nothing to do whether you loved baseball tonight or not when Carl was hosting it or Sunday Night Baseball. He's a great human being, even then. After all that time, 1993, we're in 2008. Can you imagine a reporter calling you up and saying, hey, man, you spent half your life in that building. And Carl has always been a great team player. Dan's right. It's chicken shit it's almost like they were afraid and think about it. The executives or people had to sit around. You have to sit around and say, it's like this Nancy Armour article about bringing up Lynch, talking about Caitlin Clark in a women's basketball game and comparing it to Emmett Till and racism and lynching. Shame on her. She should have been fired on the spot, because if somebody said that, she'd have wrote a column about how you should be fired on the spot. Well,
John, my friend was fired from there. My friend was fired.
Yes. So what happened? It's like, what? It's like, how in the hell can you do shit like this, right? And she didn't even apologize, gave the pseudo apology, and she'll keep writing columns. My point is, when people do this, it doesn't matter whether you like it or not. I mean, the guy on the show. It matters how you treat people with respect. 33 years, is that right? Yeah, since 1993 or whatever it's been. Carl Ravitch has been a solid, team-playing, great dude. So when people say, well, when people get fired, get over it. It's not about the fact that he got removed. We can all argue that. It's how you do it. But is there a fear like the editing process? When Nancy Armour put that up, 5 editors had to see it, read it before. There's a process that goes through before you can print it, before you stick it out to the public. So they're just as big a dumbasses as she is by letting this thing go through. In the case of ESPN, can you imagine sitting around the executive meeting? Me, you, Smitty, Bailey, Sags, and we're sitting around. We got to get rid of somebody. We're the bosses. A guy who has served you as he's a legend there, and everybody in the building loves him. Sitting there and saying, well, what do we do, man? I mean, are you afraid to face him? It's kind of cowardice, whoever was the ones who didn't tell him, to be able to grow a set. Are we really in a time where we got to text people? He didn't even get a courtesy text, apparently. He didn't get the email. He got somebody calling him who heard the information before Carl did, and finding out that after spending half your life or more in a building with a great group of people, that the executive decided, I'm not telling him, I ain't telling him, I'm afraid to, just call around. All the more reason why you got to walk down the hallway, shake his hand, bring him in and say, dude, we're going in a different direction. Hell, they should have given him about $500,000 severance pay out of the disrespect they showed us that. You're damn right.
Yeah.
Look him in the eye, have some balls, don't be a little bitch, and don't be afraid of his response. Carl's not going to punch you in the face for getting rid of him. He's a pro. To me, and like I said, I don't know who made the decision. I don't care whether I know him or not. And it doesn't speak for everybody in the building. That's not fair. It'd be like saying, if some guy's an idiot, but his kid's a great kid, that we tell the kid he's a bad kid because his dad's an idiot. Well, that's not fair to the kid. It's the same thing in that building. And I spent 12 years there. I wouldn't have been able to last through this part of it, JB. The woke. I wouldn't have been able to deal with every day having to talk politics when I'm trying to break down if a guy can throw an outcut like Diego Pavia or not. So for me, it would have just been, yeah, great. This is not for me. But there are a lot of good people and talented people in the building. How they choose to do their shows and what they decide to talk about. Hopefully we're getting to the end of that and we're getting back to the way that Dan Patrick and Chris Berman intended this to be. But at no point in time in any job, I don't care if you make $1 million or $15,000, if you're the person who's the janitor in the building or the person who's the big boss in the building or somewhere in between. To me, this is such an indictment in a chicken shit way to have a guy walk out the door, just walk down. All the times you've hugged him and thanked him for working and doing all those things, but on the way out the door, you basically turn your back and run because you're afraid to look him in the face like a grown-ass man and shake his hand. Yeah, Dan's exactly right. Dan can't say, I guess he can, but I don't know who did the letting go without contacting him or who decided, hey, don't contact him. Tell the reporter, let him find out that way. Anybody in this in our life who has to find out through a third-party source that they lost a job tells you all you need to know about the people or that organization, whether it's them or somewhere else, about leadership in certain positions. This is a bad leadership move.
He found out on a fucking social media post.
There you go. By a reporter or somebody posting. That is not the way it's supposed to be, because the first person who should find out, aside from the executives making the decision, is the dude you're kicking out the door after half his life in the building. Yeah, you can't. This isn't a pick and choose. Well, I like this guy. He's a little softer. He won't get mad, so we'll go tell him. He's been here 5 years. But the 33-year guy who probably deserved a raise more than he deserved getting exited out the building, yeah, that's just blatant disrespect. That's like peeing on somebody's grave because you didn't like something they said 40 years ago. It's an embarrassing thing. And Carl Ravitch deserved better. I'll just stick to him because I don't know how the rest of them were let go, and I don't know who did it. But there's a certain protocol, and the protocol to treat respect. Dan's 100% correct. So ESPN made a mistake like this, and there's a respect that goes to. It's like the JB would be the equivalent also of you asking a quarterback that plays in the NFL, what number did Johnny Unitas wear? Who? Would be the equivalent of saying who built it in the building. You know what? Do a little research. Do it. It's okay. It doesn't take. It's not hard to do a little research instead of guess for likes and follows and clicks. It's that's the worst thing about the internet.
John,
the best thing is to get information.
I tell Bailey and Smitty every day. I'm like, that's the problem with these young kids. I said they did a clip the other day. This NBA kid, the Bannister kid or whatever, a really good player. He's sitting next to fucking Dominique Wilkins, and Draymond Green's asking him.
You're talking about the Debanza kid from BYU, the draft pick? Yeah, AJ Debanza.
And they're asking him on the show. He's like, hey, Debanza, who's this guy? The answer. And he's like, AI, the answer. He's like, who's this guy? Their nickname. Who's Iceman George Gervin? Had no fucking clue. He had no clue who he was sitting next to, Sean, when he asked him who the human highlight reel was. He said, Jordan? He's sitting next to the guy. And I try to tell these people, I said, hey, man, you guys think it's a joke and it's all funny because they're young and all this shit.
He's laughing, right. It's not funny.
This is the slap in the face of the fucking forefathers who paved the way that they have no clue about, people just wiping under the rug like it's no big fucking deal. And I'm like, no, it is a big deal. Look at it. Like,
yeah, you go ask somebody who the first president of the United States is, they don't know in sports. And it's not, and there may be some older cats that don't know either. But I can tell you this, if you are in the sport, and it does. And I know they're laughing and thinks that it wouldn't bother George Gervin. I remember I interviewed Karl Malone once, and I've known Karl a long time, since I was a senior in college. And I interviewed him once, and I brought up the old versus new, like his era versus the new era. Dude, I thought Karl was going to jump through the doggone mic and want to fight me. And he's the mailman, dude. If you say something that tips him off, that big dude is, this stuff would drive him crazy. But if you're talking about George Gervin, that's why I'm saying. And when people say, well, you can't know the history. Well, when they say, well, it's basketball, what if they don't watch basketball? Well, what if you don't listen to music? And I say, do you know who Led Zeppelin is? If you don't know who Led Zeppelin is just by hearing, then just do a little history work. I mean, it's okay. Well, I wasn't, but here's another excuse. Well, I wasn't born then. Well, neither was I. But I know who the hell Jimmy Stewart and Bob Hope are. Okay, so what's the difference? And that's not even in my craft. So Well, people get, oh, it's not that big a deal. Well, to me, it is. Maybe to AJ DeBanza, it's not. But not to know who Iceman Gervin is, or Dominic Wilkins is, or who Allen Iverson is, that just goes to show you. Look at hell, and you got easier access. You got social media. Everybody talks about this stuff. You would have had to do a little research back in the day. To me, dude, whether it's from Y.A. Tittle to my parents, my dad, do a little history. Hell, I think that they should have to take a doggone a little history test on the university in the sports program when you sign a scholar. I do. Not that you're not going to get the money or the scholarship, but just a little history of who. Dude, I was sitting in. I'm dead serious. I was coaching at an FBU camp. I was their offensive coordinator for a long time. I'm sitting in a classroom, and I get like 20 kids that are juniors going into their junior or going into their senior year of high school, right? It's a summer camp, a spring camp. And I asked them, I said, you know, the history of sport, the history of coverage, things change. We're talking about coverages in football. You got to be able to evolve and do all that. I say, but it's really hard for me to be an expert on science if I don't, you know, understand the chart. It's tough for me to be a good talk English if I didn't go to class and study it and know a little history about it, or about music or about movies. And I did. I asked them a question. I started naming names like they did to AJ DeBanza. It's honest to God truth. And I got to, dude, now remember, this is 8 years ago. We're not that far removed from Eric Dickerson and Marcus Allen playing. No idea. And then I started naming 80s big time. They had no idea. I asked about Johnny Unitas and Joe Namath, and one kid raised his hand. One. And I said, here's your homework assignment for tomorrow. It's not X's and O's. Go write me a paragraph about Johnny Unitas, something unique about him, whether it's his military flat top, whether it's high top, black high tops he wore, his number 19, where he played, but just something. While it's not that big a deal, I thought, and then I meet Johnny Unitas and talk to Johnny Unitas, and his fingers are so mangled, JB, God rest his soul, because of all the arthritis and all the hits he took when you didn't have all this medical stuff, and he's drawing plays up in the dirt. And I'm thinking the sacrifice this guy made, he was going to make a couple grand in his pension when it was done, but we care about injuries first. It just, I don't know. Maybe I'm too melancholy over that stuff and it matters, but I have nothing but respect, whether I liked him or not, for players, baseball, football. People say, well, Sean, how do you know about the 70s Pittsburgh Pirates? Well, I was a kid, but because I not only watched, but I know that Rennie Stinnett went 7 for 7 and got 7 singles. I know Omar Moreno I didn't grow up in Pittsburgh. I know Omar Moreno was a center fielder. I know Billy Madlock played third base, and John Candelaria pitched. And I mean, Frank Taveras was on the team, and Manny Sanguillen was the catcher who sat down behind home plate long before any of these other cats were on one knee. So I don't know. Maybe it's not that big a deal, and we can get back to Diego Pavia, and I appreciate these questions. But guys like Dan Patrick, guys like Johnny Unitas, the guys like Dominic Wilkins, I think it's blasphemy that some of these guys have no idea who the best played. The guys who are greatly responsible for these cats getting paid and pave the way, these dudes give them zero respect. And it just, I just don't get it. Well, that's old head and boomer. Well, there's certain things about old head and boomer that I'm okay with. I like some changes too, but there's certain rules and regulations and protocol to me that when you walk into a room, you sure as shit better know who George Iceman Gervin is. That's all I can tell you.
And Sean, you know what's crazy? The young generation in the chat, even, all you old heads are the same. You all, the problem is y'all don't give any credit to anyone other than y'all. And that's the problem, because this is the same generation, like Rio in the chat, who's a Caleb Williams fan and all this shit. Oh, nobody cares about this. You old heads just want to complain about something. But you're the same people that tell us that I got to watch Shane Gillis rock the house as a fucking influencer, or Drewski, Sean. There's some fucking nobody that I don't know who's not even a real comedian. I got to know him, though. That's what's crazy about this.
Or some new song that came out 15 minutes ago that you're supposed to be.
Oh, yeah.
That you're supposed to know it. And listen, after a while, I am with the young folk on, if you're going to be around and you're still going to talk about history, then you better learn future history or how the music industry's changed. I no doubt. Yet, and I get it. But if you're asking me to know who Drewski is, which we all know, then aren't you supposed to know Dave Chappelle? All of them will say they do, but they don't. Or are you still who Richard Pryor is? If you don't know who Richard Pryor is and you watch comedy and you know who Drewski is, don't come at me. Don't come at me.
Saying,
One
man,
fucking
it's a
day,
fucking
okay?
joke. It's crazy. And Caleb Williams, by the way, didn't even know who Iceman George Gervin was, but he wanted to use his logo and his fucking trademark.
Well, as much as I'm an SC guy, and you know that how I feel about that, and I think Caleb Williams is going to be a hell of a player. But I can tell you this, and there's some things that's good and bad about it. But I can tell you this: there's only one Iceman. Just like LeBron's not the king. Okay, the king belongs to Elvis Presley and Richard Petty. Okay, if you're depending on which one you want. And LeBron's he's not King James. He can call what he wants. He's King James the 17th. Okay, even as good as he is, and he didn't build it. Somebody else built that nickname. Okay, it's the same thing here, dude. I just, to me, there's certain things about this, the history of it, that I think you have to know. That's just
no doubt. Sean, for that,
and Caleb Williams not the Iceman, and he knows it, and we all know who that is.
That shit.
That's George Gervin sitting on a block of ice with the silver ball and his Nike poster. Okay.
No doubt. What do you think, real quick, before we get a couple last topics before you get out of here? I appreciate you filling in. What do you think about Pavia getting waived already? I mean, I obviously called it waived back in the day. He went in, he didn't get drafted for a reason, Sean. We watched him throw the ball here and pat and go, basically throwing some bubbles and shit. And he just struggles. He's a guy that I saw, and I picked these guys, Sean. You and I used to do a show, just Eye in the Sky Don't Lie. We sit here and look at things that project to NFL talent. We've known a lot of great college guys that can just be so athletic and surrounded by better talent and go out and ball. I mean, look at all the Alabama quarterbacks that have won Heisman's or done great in college that don't pan out in the NFL. Look at the same with SC, same with a lot of people, right? The same thing here. I project them as an NFL guy, not as a college hater. Oh, JB, you hating? No. He doesn't equate to an NFL roster. He just doesn't. Look at this. Like, this is fucking a guy you can see in high school throw it around the park that Sean coaches every day in Houston. This guy's just not talented enough to play. He's small. He's little. It just is what it is. Surprised that he was waived already?
I'm always a little surprised when somebody gets waived this soon, but that ought to tell you even more. They've watched him in we get a lot of people judging quarterbacks because, man, did you see him in shorts and a T-shirt? Yeah. Listen, I can go out and complete 65 or 70 balls at the combine camp right now. I can. Now, I can't get hit. I'm not moving, but I can throw it with velocity and throw you a dig route and the rest of it, and I'm 63 years old. I'm not better than Diego Pavia. Well, I was when I played, but I'm not now. But the point is, if you're getting cut now, they're basically telling you, like, listen, man, at least here in Baltimore, judging from the offseason plan and you in shorts and a T-shirt. And you know what? The truth is for Pavia, he's not an NFL, he's not a Sunday guy. Let's just call it like we see it. He's not a Sunday talent. He caught lightning in the bottom, played his ass off as a college player. But we've seen that with a lot of great players. Tim Tebow was a phenomenal college player. Matt Leinart was a phenomenal college player. We've seen that, a lot of it. But those two are both better than this guy's. He played well, caught lightning in the bottle, went to a few schools, and he and Vanderbilt were the perfect mix. When he had everything going, guys around him, he can't carry a team. He didn't make it. This tells me that Baltimore looked at it and said, listen, man, let's do the guy a favor. He can't play on Sundays. Already in shorts and a T-shirt, we've realized that this isn't the guy that he can't play for us on Sundays. Now, maybe somebody picks him up. And some guys, JB, and you and I both know this, are shitty in shorts and a T-shirt and just gamers. And maybe that's him. But it won't be on Sundays, at least for a while, until he proves it somewhere else. I'm not shocked. He was a really good college player. He's confident. But the problem is confidence and all being really good on Saturday doesn't mean a hill of beans to me on Sunday. Am I burying his career? No. Guy had a really great college career. I hope he finds his way. But if you're just looking for a guy that was going to carry you on Sunday because it's a great story, the Baltimore Ravens don't care about the Vanderbilt story. They care about what I think that most Sundays. But when you're getting cut this soon, and it's not because you did something stupid in the locker room or got a ticket or, beat somebody up. He got released because they're looking at it saying in shorts and a T-shirt, he doesn't even fit us. So how's he going to play for us on Sunday? I'm surprised that it's early because we didn't get to see him in shorts and shoulder pads. I wasn't intrigued in my mind thinking, I can't wait to watch Diego Pavia and how he's going to be. It was a great story. He's had a great college career. He's not a Sunday talent. No. He's got to hope here's the Diego Pavia path, whether it's CFL or another league, spring league. And all of a sudden somebody gets him to camp, a guy or two gets hurt, and he gets put in a game, and then they all of a sudden realize, oh, you know what? He's a guy that can go 7 of 21 and just scrap and find around. He's not going to throw you into a championship, and there's no disrespect. Respect his college career. He's not going to be playing on Sundays, and it's already.
And Sean, the main reason why is there's a picture surfacing around, and that's why. I mean, he's a little boy.
That is so wrong. That is so wrong. I thought you were going to tell me next thing Lamar put the bottle of water on top of his head. Okay. Yeah, that's so wrong. I think it's class. I love it. Now take me at 6'5", what it looked like. I'd be down at my kneecaps. But yeah, dude, of course I was expecting something great from you. That's one of the most classic pictures I've ever seen. Lamar looking down on it. What do you think this is?
Real analytics, man. What the fuck are we talking about here?
Hey, it's out there. Classic. And Lamar's smiling down like, it's going to be okay, dude. You'll be all right. No.
Hey, Sean, let me ask
you. You can break down Pavia. He's not. He just doesn't have.
No.
If you're evaluating talent on a Sunday, he has to have the perfect storm go for him to get that opportunity. And it's no knock on him. It's just facts are facts. There's a ceiling on his game, JB. That's for sure.
This we started the show with the poll question. Before we get out of here and get you out of here on your Friday, before you get your show, make sure you guys go follow and watch Unpaved. Sean Salisbury and Adam Sager. Bailey produces it every day on YouTube and X. Sean, let me ask you this. I want you to cut one, I want you to bench one, and I want you to start one.
Cut one, bench one, start one? Okay.
Yep. Trevor Lawrence, Jordan Love, and Brock Purdy. Go.
Cut one, bench one, start one. Trevor Lawrence, Brock Purdy, and Jordan Love.
Yep.
I'm probably going to start. It's going to be Love or Lawrence. Let me go this. I'll probably start Love, bench Lawrence, but that's a close one. I'll check out how they practice that week. And of the three, even though I think he's a better player than people give him credit for, he's a perfect system guy. He's not going to carry a team. I would probably, you look at the numbers, and over the last 4 years, you'd start Purdy, you'd probably bench Lawrence, and or bench Love and cut Lawrence. That's probably what you do, but what we've seen. But if we're parlaying it out into what I feel like the way that I thought it was supposed to look, I would probably go start Love, bench Lawrence, and that's, like I said, depending on how they practice, and cut Purdy just on the optics of it. But if you're saying, Sean, which guy is there's a chance that they end up going further, that Brock Purdy seems to have had some great success, but he would have to be the one you'd cut just based on optics and based on what I think my team can look like and where it's going. But there's still work for Lawrence and Love to do. Fact of the matter. And Purdy's been in a Super Bowl, but he would be the one you'd have to cut just because it's pure outright skill set.
And Sean, if it was all things equal, we get a roster from scratch. It's not these current rosters. If we got a roster from scratch, Trevor Lawrence's upside is tremendous. Jordan Love can make every throw. Jordan Love's Aaron Rodgers-esque with the delivery and the three-quarter release and ball getting out. And then Purdy, you watch him throw on air, you're going to be like, the least impressive guy.
No doubt. If you and I are building it, right, if you and I are building it and then everybody gets the same roster, there would be a guy. Purdy would be your last pick of the three for sure if you got a roster. Now, he's a guy who's turned himself into being a pretty good gamer, but the other two guys can make every roster better. I think that Purdy has to have a roster at times that makes him better. Does that make sense?
Makes perfect sense. Yeah. John, when are you and I going to get a crew of guys, some alpha males, and go call in a WNBA game?
Well, first off, I wouldn't want to be included because I've got no interest.
I'm just saying, like, all these broads are so they want to call football games, and everybody's up in roar when you call out mean and kind. But we can't get a WNBA crew together.
Do you know how pissed off? And when people say, but they know their skill, but there's some people who are reporting on games and calling them they never played it either. So, I played basketball. I didn't play women's basketball. But do you realize that me and you, and even if we had let's say we were the analysts in a game and you had a play-by-play, I don't know, whoever you want to choose. Let's just say for fun, Linda Cohen, who I love. She's one of us. Trust me, Linda Cohen is as cool as it gets. So we were going to do it. Do you know what all the gals that watch basketball or people that can't stand it would be saying? What are these two guys doing? Well, I played it. I watch it. I've covered it. I'm in basketball. Why can't I? That's what you'd get. So first off, I'll pass. I'll cheer you on while you're doing it. But the uproar would be so much bigger, JB. What is he doing calling games? He doesn't like, well, what's the difference? He covers sports and watches it. Aren't you qualified? So, yeah, we would have no shot, JB, because we would get hammered because we don't know WNBA. Oh, how's that for a twist?
No doubt. Sean, Black Sean's here. I don't know if you know what Black Sean is. You're white Sean. Huh?
Shaun, Sean, my guy, man.
Yeah.
I'll sure as shit tell you Sean King knows who the Iceman was and is. What's up,
George
man?
Gervin, what up, baby?
Look how sharply dressed. I'm in a hoodie that says Boston. He's coming on like he's about to you're about to pull Barry White out of the grave and start singing with his ass, man. I love it, Shawty.
Hey, let's get to the brass tacks. I saw that Salisbury had a Red Sox representation. So I had to bring the state of Florida all the way to the podcast on a Friday because in reality, regardless of this little winning streak that the Red Sox just got, finally from the Rays are the AL East division leading baseball program.
I am going to put respect on those Tampa Bay Rays, but I'm going to tell you, be careful. Fenway is rocking right now, brother. And as far as who built it, if we're having that Achille conversation, it ain't the Rays. They need to build a new one. But you know what? Much respect. Somehow, someway, that's that team that always just kind of hangs around. And they're playing their ass off in 2026, brother. So all respect. And if you walk in giving me my motivational speech as sweet as you look right now, we may 20 in a row.
Hey, JB, let's keep it 100 on this Friday. If there's a baseball stadium in America that needs to be tore all the way down, it is one Fenway Park.
You can't do that.
Get your ass out.
You can't do that,
Sean,
shit.
on a Friday, you're coming in here with all love for me and you, and you want Fenway torn down with that shit you guys JB, playing in Tampa?
JB, have you
get the hell out of here. Worst facility in the league.
Have you ever been to Fenway, JB?
Yeah.
No, it's like sitting outside your house on the curb, like watching a game. Like
it ain't Wrigley.
In 2000, no, Wrigley got redone. They remodeled, refurbished, renovated Wrigley. Fenway is the same Fenway Park when Kurt, what's his name, Schilling had the bloody ankle. Like they ain't changed the damn thing. It's the same dirt, the same grass,
great.
The same
OG.
seating.
Well, listen, here's when I walk into Fenway, it's like walking into the hottest 50-year-old in the world, and you're like, if you all those guys, Fenway's Cialis for a baseball fan, man.
That's the thing. Salisbury, Fenway was hot when it was 50, but
and it's hot when it's 90.
It's 350.
Like banging Phyllis Diller, it's still hot. Don't do that.
At some point, you're like, this probably ain't still made for that, right?
Okay, Sean, me and you and Jake.
Hey, every 100-year-old was getting the back of that thing knocked out when she was 25.
Yeah, yes,
but
and you know what? On top of the monster. Okay, here's the deal. You and I and JB are planning a baseball trip, and it comes down to two places. Fenway Park, and we're playing the Rays, or Tampa, and we're playing Boston. And it's August. Where are we planning the trip to? So stop it. You know better than that.
If you're in the chat and you want to go somewhere where you can take multicultural group of people, like if you're a white guy, you can take.
Oh, see, he threw in multicultural because of Boston.
Right, Boston.
Yeah, of course you're gonna win. Go somewhere where it's not 65 under below in December.
First of all, we're going to be uncomfortable watching the game. Secondly, Boston is the only legally racist city that still exists in the United States of America. So Tampa by far.
You see how my guy
is in Minnesota, Sean.
Yeah, you see how Sean King went.
And
we went from tear the ballpark down because it's old to, hey guys, if you're going to take a trip, that's like saying, do you want to go to Minnesota in December and play golf, which you can't, or would you like to go to Florida in December and play golf? We know the answer. He's doing multicultural because everybody's going to choose Tampa because, well, Boston thinks a little different when it comes to that. See how clever Sean King is?
Hey, Chad, listen.
You love Fenway Park.
This is Boston sports, like in a nutshell. They hired a black coach who had to take all the lumps for the Patriots. They fired him. and they hired the white guy to take him to the Super Bowl. Listen, Jaylen Brown led them to the NBA championship, won the MVP, and they jettisoned him out for a light skin. And then the Hispanic baseball manager, they fired him mid-season after they the ones that got rid of all the good talent. So, I mean, if you didn't look at Boston and you look into a microscope,
all right, I guess we'll end up going to Tampa.
Salisbury, one of the few white guys that I know that came out of Boston, and he's a cool, all-around, amazing dude. But listen, there ain't a whole lot of y'all, Salisbury. You got a whole lot of friends that you can't bring in public.
This is just for simple Fenway Park and the Red Sox. It sure as hell isn't, judging from some of the other stuff you mentioned. You're right, brother. We'll go to Tampa. We'll just hit it out. Let's go to Tampa.
Hey, Sean. Yeah. I'm just gonna say, hey, Sean, who had the better career? Go, you or Sean?
Salisbury played longer than me.
I played longer, but he was a Heisman Trophy candidate. Sean was. I lost a couple seasons due to injuries. I played, I think, a little. I 10 years, and I would actually think they're parallel. I would give him the edge overall.
I would give me the edge, but I'm racist on this Friday because like Sean was tall and white in an era where that's really all you had to be to like play for like 20 years. In the NFL. So,
that motherfucker in this. Look at this motherfucker.
Hey, Pac-Man. Hey, they said who had the better career between me and Salisbury, and I said probably me because Salisbury.
And I agree.
I said Salisbury was tall and white in an era when that's all you really had to be.
Hey, Pac. I don't know, Pac. Good to talk to you, my man. It's good to see you, brother.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. Yeah, Sean walks in here. We're about to be looking sharp. I'm in a dumbass Boston sweatshirt. We're having fun talking Red Sox. And he immediately got it to the point where we're about to start walking with Martin Luther King and bring him out of the grave, man. We're going today, brother. And he went from white quarterback, Boston's racist. We're going to Tampa.
Hey, Boston is racist. I've had bad experience in Boston. I will say this. I agree with him with the Boston is racist. Boston is the racist state that I've ever fucking been to. Boston, I mean that by every count.
And you know, Pac, you know how it started? Just going to Fenway Park and having a Fenway Frank. And Sean, that's why he's clever. He knew how to go. I'm like, dude, you convinced me. Shit, we're in. Let's go. And yes, Sean King, your career overall, college and NFL mixed, was better. It was. And for a white guy who couldn't move, I get it, my man. I get it.
So here's what Pac-Man and Pac-Man would have probably been a great player no matter what. Here's what. And I choose Pac-Man. He's the only non-quarterback that's on the 4 box. Here's what all those guys don't understand. When you play a position where only one person plays, man, that's a hell of a career obstacle. Because now your whole career really is on being either elite talent or having elite timing.
Yep.
Like when you're a quarterback, you're gonna be drafted in the 5th round, and they're gonna play nickel defense at least 25 snaps a game on average.
On average.
So you got a chance to get in, kind of show what you could do, even if you ain't. Like, quarterback is the one position where it's only one dude that generally plays.
And kicker. Them two, man, I'm telling you, that kicker shit important, bro. Them two motherfuckers don't never get subbed out.
You're right.
You ain't never on most teams. You don't travel with an extra kicker. We haven't.
And
the goddamn field goal kickers go down. Guess who got to kick the field goals? The damn guy who kicked the kickoffs.
Yeah, and Pac, think about this too. They get about 3 shots a game, and it could be under. We don't even know the conditions. And then the second they miss, everybody wants to tell them how bad they are, and then none of us were like, I don't want to be in that situation. Yeah, I think kickers and quite frankly punters, that whole thing deserve a lot more respect. Even if it's only playing 8 or so plays a game. Talk about being on an island, Pac. You know that when you're playing man coverage. Same thing with kickers. So it is I know we're joking, but it's a valid.
Yeah, it's a valid point.
This is a great comment.
9 times out of 10, if you will win the field position, you win the game.
Right, no doubt, no question about it.
Hey, Sean, real quick before you get out of here, Sean, Salisbury, real fast. One last topic since we got all you guys real quick. There's a Nick Bosa, Ryan Clark beef going on Twitter about the firing of Ryan and I guess, Bosa and Ryan going back and forth. Ryan talked about it on his show, The Pivot, obviously, about Bosa.
What's the argument? I didn't even see it. What's it's so small. What are they bitching about? What Bosa said he's not good. What's the deal?
Sean, you know about this, King?
I mean, look.
I can guess, but I don't know. I don't know what the beef is.
Let me just say this from a macro standpoint. If you cover sports and get paid to do it, like on a major platform, if you have a political opinion, you're going to piss somebody off.
All the time.
Because it's only really two extreme sides of politics in America where people are truly passionate enough to voice it publicly. And whatever you say is going to piss one side or the other off. So you better off, unless you're willing to be a martyr, like you better off just sticking to sports.
I'm shooting my shots. I don't give a fuck. Everybody been talking about me my whole career. I fucking took it like a man and
Pat,
didn't
where
say
the
shit.
MAGA hat at? Fuck it.
Yeah, I should have brought that motherfucker today. I ain't trying to hear that shit. Like everybody if you play ball, you're allowed to get critique, bro.
Hey, listen, I'm not talking about the football part. I'm talking about, see, Pac-Man is independently wealthy. So everybody in the chat, Pac-Man don't need a job, a salary. I'm talking about if you need a job, like you got bills that you got to pay, that you don't have enough money.
Man, Ryan Clark been there 10 years. He don't need the money.
Right, right. I was just saying, like, stay neutral. Don't say nothing.
I can't do it. I don't know how to do it.
I wasn't talking about criticizing what you're seeing on the field. I was talking about having an opinion when it comes to politics or religion or culture. That's what I was talking about.
Hey, JB, let me get out of here so you guys, you and Sean and Pat can do you guys say. I don't want to overload. No problem. Real quick, let me just say one thing about this, and they're both right. I know this: the fatigue of politics has worn us all out. Yeah, and we are beat down. When I come, and the opinion, we all have one, but the fatigue of politics and all the other shit. When you turn into a football show, I actually want to talk X and O's, laugh, talk about what we're talking about, joking about it, having fun. The second somebody jumps into, well, yeah, this guy made the throw because he's white and this guy didn't make the throw because he's black. Then we're going into place like, come on, man, the fatigue that we hear if I want that, let's start a podcast like we do here. We're having opinions on everything. But when I turn into NFL Live, Ryan Clark, when he sticks to football, knows some football. But when you are talking, hey, man, this guy's a good player, and it all of a sudden leaks into the other shit, unless that shit's necessary and factual, I tune in to watch Dan Patrick do SportsCenter when I was watching SportsCenter. When I tune into NFL Live, I'm expecting to get a sports show with some laughs and you're going to teach me something. It's when it'd be like us guys going on and thinking that we know we're at the White House interviewing the president.
Maybe we don't have no idea what's going on with that shit.
Right. So for me, if I want a football show, I'd like to tune into a football show or a baseball show that makes me laugh and entertains me and teaches me. And I think that's the problem. People have started to traipse into areas that none of us give a shit about and we're all fatigued about. And I think that's become a problem in a lot of places. Hopefully we're getting out that side on the back end. But I think everybody should have an opinion on every damn thing if they want. But there's a certain place to use it, and there's a certain place that we want to hear it. And NFL Live ain't the place, I'm sorry to tell you.
We've been through that. The coaches tell you that in the locker room. Same way they got the no gamble sign up there. Hey, when you come to the locker room, do not gamble. It's the same thing with politics. Politics don't need to be in the locker room. That's some personal stuff that you do on your personal time. But football-wise, I don't even never think we have.
Pack and Sean, let me ask you this going out. Let me ask both of you guys this going out. I've said this, and I told JB this for a long time, and I said it on my show. I can never remember a time, Sean and Pack, when I was in a locker room with the fellas. I don't know who Carl Lee or Chris Dolman voted for. I can never remember a time in our era that we'd joke around and have fun about a guy, who's pillow talking with doing the shit. We'd laugh about a plane trip home. I can never remember a time where politics and whose religion and all that. You had guys that studied the Bible, I can never remember a time when it was a topic of conversation in our locker room. Our locker room was a haven for, this is where we have our blast. I can't tell you. Yes, we were talking about everything that you talk about in your own home because you trusted the fellas in there. But Sean and Pack, I don't ever remember a time where some two teammates were arguing over an issue over who they voted for behind a velvet and maybe it was less invasive back then, but because of social media, but I never remember a time where race or any of that was a topic of conversation in our locker room.
Sean, because
Ever.
a championship, which every team hopefully is pursuing, is based on culture. Culture is built upon compromise and competition, right? Politics is the most divisive thing that you could ever bring into anything that's trying to be organically great. Because
we all know that all these politicians are full of shit and they all lie.
Right. And they lie their ass off to get elected.
These motherfuckers are the worst motherfucking people in the world. Period, point blank. If you ask me. Ain't now one of these motherfuckers that's done ran for what they're running for have said, and we believe everything they said. That go with any fucking president that's been up. The last one, the one before that one, the one before that one.
Okay, and on the way out for me, and I'm leaving now, I could tell people this. If you want the greatest melting pot of opinion, but love, and I know that sounds cheesy, and lack of all the politics and race issues that are going on, they're out there. But in a locker room, if you want to come in and fix things and know where the greatest place in the world is for diversity, walk into an NFL locker room. You'll find it right. You will find exactly why people say, man, they're best friends. Yeah, we're best friends because we established it in this locker room. So all the shit you see in society, that ain't what goes on in locker rooms. I'm sorry to tell you. There's a difference.
It's too much time spent with each other, man. We spend more time with each other in the locker room than we do with our kids when we playing ball.
That's a fact. I'm out. Sean, I love you, brother. Pac, love you. JB, thanks, love you. Appreciate you guys having me on. You guys got a hell of a following. So anytime you need me on, I'd be on. I'll fill in for it. I'm a backup, JB. I've been a backup. I'll fill in at late notice and clear the way for the stars when they
3 minutes. Appreciate it.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Yeah, he told me Pac. He told me I was going to be on 10 minutes. I've been on an hour and 15.
Salisbury, you filling in for Smitty. Smitty's a DEI. What Cat Williams call? What do you say they're playing?
Hey, Smitty at the WNBA shit right now.
He at the WNBA?
Yeah.
They playing.
Hey man, I like the WNBA. I like it.
Oh, we're gonna get into that right now.
I know you got something to say, but I like it. I'm enjoying the WNBA right now.
All right, Sean.
Hey, Pac, welcome in. Appreciate you hopping in here, dog, on a Friday. Fucking Sean King, man, got fucking he got the worst internet. How the fuck you got all that money and got no internet?
My value went off.
Oh, yours too.
You hear me?
We hear you. You don't hear me? Pac, you gotta
refresh. You gotta refresh. Mine do it all the time. It's StreamYard. Yeah. They be trying to joke on me. It's StreamYard. It ain't us.
I think it's something else, Sean.
Blame the black man. That's what you're gonna do.
I think it's a brother problem.
Yeah, blame the black man.
It's a white show. I think you got the brother, though. They don't like him. Yeah, I like y'all. Hey, Sean, we rolling right into it until Pac gets out of here. We'll roll right into it, and then we'll take our first commercial break on a Free Game Friday. A lot going on. Pac was going to host with me. He had some football shit come up. Yeah, here's Pac again. He'll probably hear us now because of that damn StreamYard shit. You hear us now?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Pac, this happened to me every time they show a video or we add a guest, and they be trying to act like my equipment ain't up to par. It's a StreamYard thing.
It's not your equipment. It's not your equipment.
I think it's a black and white thing. I think the brothers get fucked over, and then the white man gets the blame. See what I'm saying?
It's probably because you're the base and yours is not going out.
Facts.
Hey, let's all right, so Pac, you watch WNBA, Pac?
I didn't say I watch every game of WNBA. I said that I do catch myself watching more WNBA than I did.
Because they bad, like the bad bitches, or is it that, or
it ain't too many bad ones out there, but I like the competition that I'm seeing right now.
Let me be honest, and this is a big picture take, but we're gonna apply it to the WNBA. And I really had to dig deep about this. It's 350 million, give or take, people in the United States of America. Here's what the WNBA has taught me, Pac-Man Jones and Jason Brown. There's enough people in the 350. If you can market what you're selling right and target the right audience, you can make it successful. And here's what made me a believer. Pac-Man, anybody breaking in, aren't they?
No, I'm redoing my whole house. They down there fixing some shit.
Oh, okay. Because here's what made me believe it, JB. When you watch a WNBA highlight, first of all, I didn't even know they had expanded to 2 or 3 new teams. Every game is packed. Like, so even if I don't consume it, Pac-Man don't consume it, Jason Brown don't consume it, they have figured out what their target audience is, and it is popular amongst that section of the 350 million people that live in America.
I think it's corporate sponsorship. That's just me.
Dog, them stadiums.
So you don't think nobody's going to watch the game, JB? You think they just giving away tickets?
This is how I break it down, Pat. Let me ask you this.
If they are watching the big three, they're watching WNBA, man. Come on.
Facts. I agree with that.
Nah,
so
because
you think, let me ask you a question. Nothing against the big three, but you would rather watch the big three than watch a WNBA game? I'm talking about a good game.
I would. I work with Cuban, the big three. That's why. But yeah, I would for this reason. No bias. At least you see Beasley and Dwight Howard scrap or something. Grown men.
Man, how many more times do we want to see this shit? Like, and I love Beasley, but that shit is getting unentertaining to keep kissing motherfuckers and this and that. Bro, play ball. You do it. Are we watching this to be entertained, or we're watching this for see if guys still got skills? I'm just asking the question.
I think the big three concept is fire, but I agree with you. If you get the older heads that aren't good anymore, then yeah, I think you got to go with the McCungs, the white boy slam dunk contest guys. You got to get the younger guys, I think, that aren't in the NBA are good enough. That's what I think. I think instead of the old heads, I just think that's what you're going to get. I agree with you on that, but I can't watch the WNBA. I can't watch the broad. I can't watch a bitch get a fast break shot and fucking lay it in and not dunk it.
We arguing two different things, JB.
But
I don't think either one of the people on the panel consume the WNBA at a high level. But what I'm saying is they found the portion of this 350 million people that live here. Every game is sold out. Like, check these highlights. Like, all them stadiums are full. So you got to respect it. I mean, at the end of the day.
Yeah, I don't know. Shit. Let's dive into the show with Pac, man, real quick. Nick Saban is in the news, Pac, and I don't know if you guys covering this on your show today, but Nick Saban basically said ahead of the 26th season, they're flying under the radar as he refers to SEC kickoff media days. He said, I quote, I actually think he should play 12 games against the Power 5. That's it, because it's a business and people want to see those games. I don't know if there's a video, Bailey, or not, but he's basically called out the SEC and the Big Ten, and he's saying that the Big Ten is kind of taking over the best conference in football as well. That's crazy coming from former SEC legend.
Right.
Where you at with this?
I do think they should play harder games, but if you go back and look at the playoff shit, Big 12 played good football. Yeah. They played damn good football. SEC was up and down. I'm saying you got a couple good teams. I don't know with the NIL shit right now. I want to see good on good. I don't want to wait till the playoffs to have to see. Oh damn, these are the good teams. So I don't mind him calling them out. But the question is, well, he did it when he was there when they was the number one fucking team in the nation to go and play against these hard. No, fuck, he wouldn't. Now it's easy to say that when your ass is behind the motherfucking seat. You know what I mean?
Seeing?
But as a coach, why in the hell would I jeopardize
losing?
And I'm already playing against hard-ass teams. SEC every week is a hard game damn near, except Mississippi State because they doing all that fun shit in the fucking locker room. But every other game is a game.
Like Sark has to go to Ohio State week 2 at Texas, and then they got that schedule. I mean, like Ohio State got, you could argue a little lighter schedule than the SEC, but Ohio State's got to play. I mean, Michigan, of course, and we'll see if they're better now with new coach and shit. But that's the thing. We used to see, though, Pac, you and I used to watch SC go play Alabama game 1 or whatever. When Pete Carroll was at the height and SC was legit, they'd go in at Auburn and Arkansas. You don't really get that no more. But is it changing to you? And before Sean goes, do you think it's changing with the payout games of Alabama playing a fucking Akron? Like you're talking about,
like back then, you would want to play those games because we didn't have playoffs, JB.
Yeah,
why in the fuck am I gonna play those games right now if we got playoffs? Fucking make the fucking playoffs and then we'll play you.
Yeah, no doubt. Sean?
I'm doing myself a disjustice going and playing against SC. I'm a Georgia team, and I know we got a good chance to win our whole schedule and get a bye. Why would I jeopardize and even play them early when I might have to play them again in the playoffs?
So I'm appalled because y'all are sitting in a guard-gated community and then telling the country like how to process and dish out food stamps. Like Pac-Man is in the 50th room that he's been in his house, like in the first 30 minutes of the show. JB got so much money, he don't turn a garage into like a full television studio. Like, listen, the way the college football playoff is set up, the highest rated non-Power 5 team gets into the playoff. So y'all are basically saying, you telling the Tulane, the Boise State,
Tulane, they're out of it. We figured that shit out last year. They're out of it.
Let me cook, because Tulane's a favorite over West Virginia on a neutral field right now.
It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
Hey, listen. Y'all are basically telling everybody that's not in one of the Big Four conferences, you can't even schedule a big dog to try and prove in a regular season that not as a program, but as a particular team, like the 2024 team or 2027 team, that y'all can't play at that level. Like, come on, y'all are really tripping right now. See, that's what money do.
Actually, I was talking about the big schools playing against the big schools. So you took that the wrong way, my boy. Now you talking about these little ass. You talking about these little ass schools that's not Power 5 conferences that playing in the WAC conference that I don't even know what the conference is. I can't even tell you 6 teams. Yes, these motherfuckers need to play some of the big schools. But we what are we talking about? We talking about Georgia playing Georgia State. Georgia State need to play bigger schools.
Hey, listen. If you're in the chat, see, the elitist in Pac-Man is coming out right now. See, because when he was in Morgantown, West Virginia, dealing with all them hillbillies, he wasn't at no major big-time program in 04 when he was at West Virginia. They become a big
Are you crazy? I made West Virginia a big program, bro. The fuck you talking about? We had college game day there. We was number 5 in the country. What the fuck are you talking about that we ain't have a big school? You must ain't been to Morgantown, bro.
He Tulane heavy, Pac. This motherfucker so hyped on Tulane.
Get the hell out of here.
Pac-Man, we raised Rich Rod. We created that monster. We were 7th in the country at Tulane before you ever got to West Virginia. So, like, I know what it's like to be at the bottom of the mountain and work your ass out with a group of guys to try and get
you go right now and come to West Virginia, you will walk right out of motherfucking Tulane. The amenities that we got at West Virginia as far as players, man, the shit is ridiculous, bro.
Y'all got some dudes. I ain't gonna lie, y'all got some dudes.
No, I'm talking about facility-wise.
Oh, yeah. Y'all a big program now. Y'all in one of the top 4 conferences. What I'm saying is, what Saban talking about is basically what college football probably is going to end up being, which the Big Four conferences got their own thing going on, and everybody else do something different. But what I'm saying, the way it's currently set up, what Saban's saying don't make no sense, because you want the non-Power 4 programs to schedule a big dog. Because when they get that team, when it come time to get in the college football playoff, now there's a, like last year we beat what, Northwestern and Duke. Duke won the ACC. Like Tulane. Last year we beat Darren Minson and Duke.
Oh, bro, are we really talking about that, bro? Duke ACC 6 and fucking 5.
Hey, that's an ACC problem, dog. Don't involve me in that business. All I'm saying, Pac-Man, we beat the team that won the ACC championship last year, and JB and them berated my alma mater that we didn't deserve or had no business being in the college football playoff.
Y'all did have a business being there. Actually, y'all team might well be a pro team. Your fucking quarterback he might be older than me.
Not this year. Last year, yeah.
Hey, real quick, before Pat gets out of here on a Friday, man, on 3, Andy Staples released college football head coaches on the hot seat list, a little debate list. Where y'all with this list right here? Who's hot? Who's not? This is interesting to me. I think Lincoln Riley got a shit to get out the pot at SC. He's at SC, bottom line SC. And he took Oklahoma to the playoffs, and he's done things when it was just 4. Where you at with this list? You like it? You see it? You think people are going to be fired on this list? Where you at?
Florida State. Mike got a lot of money that's on the buyout, but if his ass don't fucking win, they gonna figure out a way to go get that money to get him the fuck out of there.
Jimbo Fisher, A&M type of shit, huh?
The two hottest seats are Norvell and Tallahassee because they are relevant.
Yeah.
They're not going to accept that. And then Beamer in South Carolina. Because Beamer kept his job because he got the quarterback to come back and not leave and go somewhere else. Belichick ain't on the hot seat because where North Carolina going after Belichick? Well, they ain't hiring nobody. Lincoln probably want to leave as much as SC want him gone. He's just waiting for a job he think he can get and get him out of there because he understands, like, he ain't right for that. Ain't nothing that SC gonna be acceptable till they win a conference or a championship. He ain't built for that. Luke Fickell, if he didn't get fired last year, then I don't know what happened at Wisconsin. Then he'll fire him. Loxley from Maryland, I feel like if they both eligible, he probably keep his job. Nobody cares about Baylor since the scandal. Satterfield might be on the hot seat because of what came out with Sorensby. And see, nobody talking about that. Everybody was attacking Texas Tech, but Sorensby thing go all the way back to Indiana. So that means his 2 years in Cincinnati, they basically just said, we ain't, see no evil, hear no evil, right? They ain't address it. It wasn't a public issue. They basically tried to sweep it under the rug. So
I don't think that they knew.
Nah, it came out they knew.
Well, I don't believe because they really wanted to sue the kid for leaving. They didn't want him to leave. If they already knew what was going on, why would you go to back and try to sue the kid and you already know the bullshit? Unless you motherfuckers went and released the bullshit so he can get suspended.
They you know, you saw that chick. That,
know how this shit is, man. It's a cold business, man. Look, we kept this shit on the wrap for you. You finna leave? Okay, good. Go ahead. Goddamn, I got something for you. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, all that going to rehab and all that shit. We don't want to hear that shit. We want your ass as quarterback.
Pac-Man, bitter bitch. You saw it happen to Geno Smith.
Exactly.
Geno had a shawty that was bitter. She tried to get Geno locked up. Pull up to the crib going crazy.
That's crazy, man.
I'm leaning that way. If somebody were to get fired during the season, though, it'll be Fickell
or Riley.
Shit, or Mike. I'm telling you, if Florida State start off like shit again, man.
I'm curious. I know Dave Aranda well. He's a California guy. I'm surprised he's held this job this long at Baylor. Like, Baylor's kind of, after Art Briles and the scandal thing, I think it's like they just good with just not having a scandal. They don't give a fuck about, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do right and not fucking, ruffle feathers with the admin. And we're cool with Dave Aranda just being average at Baylor. We'll see what he has. He's got the QB, Lagway. We'll see what he does, man, with Baylor. He's a defensive guy, but that's
Baylor turned into a basketball school after the scandal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, Chat, if you can't see
Baylor been a basketball school.
Hey, Pac-Man got a $1 million, what you call them things in the roof?
Frenchie? Frenchie?
He got $1 million chandelier in the background and a $20,000 dog.
Man, you need to cut that shit out, bro. Oh, this is not my dog. This is my daughter, little fucking mutt. She cute, though.
Hey, by the way, he got a $20,000 dog for one of his kids. His $100,000 dog is in the.
Hey, bro, stop it, bro. It was a Sweet 16, bro. See, what happened was I hit a parlay. Oh no, let me not tell that.
He said what happened was. God damn. Hey,
the dog is Snow White with blue eyes. They don't even make dogs like that. Like, you gotta pay for that coloration.
The motherfucker fire though. Hey, Pac, give me your take real quick before you get out of here on the ESPN shit. Our boy McPhee is getting $60 million. It seems like
$60 million.
Woo, shit. It's about to be.
Hey, this is what I'll say.
Yeah.
This is what I say. Pat McAfee is one of the smartest fucking human beings that I've ever met in my life. You could tell this nigga one thing and he will remember it and can. One of the smartest business dude. Help me still to this day with all my shit. Like, as far as my business and doing my show, grabbing different things and doing that. Bro, he 101. Like, I'm all for whatever was for Pat. So I'm cool with it. Like, I don't have no say so with that. But they know they signed up for it. You get what I'm saying? Everybody know, who run that network over there. It's two motherfuckers. Stephen A., Pat McAfee. And I will say this, for the work that them two motherfuckers have put in, well, definitely Pat. I can't speak too much on Stephen A. But the work that Pat have put in, of course, like, and I ain't getting it. I don't know. I don't have no dog in the fight, so I don't get in that shit.
What are you thinking about? So Disney owns them. They get new CEO. Apparently, they got some guys that came in, and it seems to like they've made a right turn all of a sudden. If you get what I'm saying, and now it seems to be less bullshit. No women and boys in men's sports and women's sports and all that shit. They're talking Sophie Cunningham, talking about boys don't belong in girls' sports. ESPN finally aired something like that. They have, they stay away from that shit. They stayed away from Brable and Dirty Diana and all that shit. So now all of a sudden it's coming out. Are you surprised on the cuts? And are you surprised at which way they've gone all of a sudden in the last week since they fired those guys?
I was a little surprised by Cam getting fired because all the shit they did to get Cam. But I wasn't surprised by nobody else. But if you think about it, Pat is gonna be on the fucking TV all day.
Every fucking thing.
WWE, game day. He got 20 fucking people that work with him, so he can spice it up to switch it up however they want him to do it.
So let me get a different.
You know what else that people don't realize? WWE. Hey, you stupid motherfuckers. Guess who own that now? Y'all people are not paying attention to all this other shit, though. You get what I'm saying? They're just looking at the fire. Oh, Cam got fired. Old boy got fired. I think that I'm with Pat. So we fuck around here on ESPN. You never know.
Let me give a slightly different.
Fuck around here on ESPN, bro. Right. Hey, you talking about that bar spots, nigga? What the fuck are you talking about?
Hey, listen.
Hey, Pac, me and you ain't gonna be on that motherfucker still, no matter what.
All the ass. Me and JB getting ready.
We back on McAfee?
We back on McAfee, dog. Oh, no, look. No, bro. Don't get mad because you ain't got no connect now.
Yeah, don't be mad that you ain't on
Don't get mad because you ain't got no connect, dog. Hey, don't get mad, dog. Hey, dog, don't worry about it. When me and JB go, dog, we gonna throw your name and get you in there with us, dog.
Hey, Pat, we'll mention Sean. We'll mention the motherfucker. Hey, shout out to the homie.
Hey, man, we got our homie. Hey, now, hey, man, you know what I mean?
Hey, Chad.
Hey, bro, we got you.
Do y'all want me to cuss Pac-Man and JB smooth the fuck
out? Bro, we got you, bro. Bro.
Out of the deal that quick.
Bro, we ain't gonna X you out, bro. We got you, bro.
God damn. Hey, let me get a different perspective, though. Sports media, think about the evolution of this now, because and Pac-Man can attest to this, because I'm a little older than him, but not so much older that we're different eras. Even when Pac-Man played, sports media was not a destination spot for players that were retiring. The level of celebrity on sports media,
unless you was an Uncle Tom. My bad.
The level of celebrity is elevated to a level now where you can become a bigger celebrity as a sports broadcaster on a big platform than you were as a player.
Yes.
And so now, to me, the lesson is when you there, you got to make to simplify, like Pac-Man said, you got to take advantage. Like, you got to make everything that you're trying to do in life pop while you got that stage. Like, that's one thing about Cam and Ryan Clark. They went out and created different revenue streams based on their exposure. Now, Cam was already doing his, but he used ESPN to grow it even more. Man, when you're on them platforms, you got to make it pop right then, because you ain't going to be there long. The only way to stay there for a long time, and I said this, I think, on Wednesday, is you got to take a neutral position like Lou Riddick and Booger McFarland. Two really good analysts. Right, but they really good analysts, and they don't really talk about nothing but football. They don't take it outside of football. They don't really have a topic. They're not real opinionated. You never really hear them criticize or be truly honest about a performance. Like, that's probably your only way to, like, stay below the radar. But guys like myself, Pac-Man, JB, who gonna just call a spade a spade, when guys like us get those opportunities, man, you better make every revenue stream you need to make pop Why you there? Because we won't be there long.
Yeah, no doubt. Pat, before you get out of here, man, I've seen your takes on it. What's your take? We got everybody here watching. Brandon Ayuk, what happened? What happened to Brandon, man? The fallout, and what you see something mentally fucking going on there? Like obviously we do, but is this clicks? Is this COE content over everything? And you and I have talked about every day, or is this something serious?
Man, I don't think it's no CTE because when you see him, he look apart. Like when he talking, he don't sound dumb. He just sound like an asshole. And I don't know if he getting a lot of clicks when he doing this dumbass shit. But like to say you want to go to the Commanders, then you throw your guy who you already played with up on the bus. You argue with everybody on Instagram. Like I don't know. I don't even know if the nigga want to play football. I don't think he want to play football.
I don't either.
I don't think he want to play. He done got that little money. That was the first little piece of money he done got. Oh, I'm good. I'm cool. I don't.
And Pat, our boy,
I'm saying who gonna pick him up?
Yeah,
like if you look back at his film, like before he got paid, he wasn't a dog though.
I know
he made plays, but he was a poodle. He was nowhere near a dog.
He was the
like,
other guy.
It went like, hey, this motherfucker right here on 3rd and 4th down. This motherfucker right here gonna go and get the deep ball. When it get down to the get down, I know this motherfucker right here is gonna give me 100% or gonna play. Physically 100% or play 100%. I don't get that when I see him play. I don't get that. I don't get that. He's number 2 at best. He was in a good situation at a good time with the weapons they had around him. You had a good ass tight end. You had Kittle. You had Debo Samuels. Like you got what's the name in the backfield? Like he had all of
Williams, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, you got all of the fucking tools.
Brock Purdy.
Like
and your former teammate, my homeboy, JUCO partner, TJ Hoosh, was coaching the kid, training the kid privately, and he's cut bait with the motherfucker. He's like, man, I ain't fucking with this dude no more. This motherfucker crazy. So that tells me right there what you're saying.
If TJ said he might be fucked up, because TJ, TJ like this is my boy. We know it. We know fucked up when we see fucked up.
Hey, let me be crystal clear here, because I feel like our show is an opportunity to reach young people coming up. I think what you're hearing is like former athletes despise the Brandon Ayuks of the world.
Yes.
Like if you a baller, you probably
gonna
be done playing football by 30. Like I'm talking, if you're a baller, like you're more than likely at least your like peak earning years. So for you to get some money in your 20s and then be like, fuck it. Like, we don't respect that. Just so you young guys are coming up, just chasing the bag, just understand we don't respect that at all.
That's like knowing who fucking George Gervin is and these young cats not knowing who fucking Pac-Man Jones is. That if you're a corner getting drafted, you know who fucking Pac-Man Jones is. Deion Sanders. Like, this shit, to me, these young cats in the chat, oh, it ain't no big deal. You old heads yelling. Motherfucker, know who the fuck paved the way for your ass to get this money that's now astronomical.
And let me piggyback, JD.
Yes. Fucking ignorant.
Because as we're teaching to all you youngsters out there that's making these videos with these feminine ass movements, looking like
please stop that shit.
Listen, dog, cut that shit out, man. We don't respect that, man. That's some whole ass shit.
Y'all niggas try to do that shit in the NFL locker room and see what the fuck happened. You would get your ass up. We would probably get the fight. Look at this shit. Look at this whole ass thing. They think
like if I went to Mississippi State and then I think Texas did,
man, it would have been on and popping.
I'll be in Stark Vegas right now, like talking to the team. Y'all better never do no bullshit like that again. I don't know where the young boys.
Bro, they doing it too good though, bro.
Listen, y'all, we don't respect it, dog.
This nigga he look like he got real titties for real.
Like, doing it too goddamn good, dog. That shit is ridiculous.
Especially this one right here, the little tall one. Oh my god.
Oh my god, this shit right here.
Well, this shit here is
to all you young boys out there,
they making this shit cool in 2026, man.
Right.
This shit is cool for you if you want to be in that. I don't got no problem with if that's what you want to do. But don't bring that shit to the locker room and don't have this shit where the younger kids can be like, oh yeah, we need to do this on TikTok. No, the fuck we don't.
I think we lost the ball, fucking Bailey. I think that video kicked him out. Pac, you hear me?
Yep.
All right, bet. Pac, man, I thank you for hopping in on a Friday, bro. Are you on your show today?
No, I'm done today. I am tomorrow.
You
Hey,
back
Pat, when
Monday?
I'm
The
gonna
lightning
get an invite?
roll.
When I'm gonna invite?
Man, you get an invite anytime, brother. I got you. Be careful what you ask for now. I'll be blowing your head, bro.
Hey, Pat, I'm a Florida boy. You know we can handle it. You've been around us. You ain't never met one yet. That ain't real. You know that.
Hey, Pat, I ain't seen you on the boat this summer. What's cracking?
I haven't been on. I was on the boat. Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. I was on the boat.
Hey, black men dying at an all-time high rate fucking with these boats, dog. Like,
I'm gonna see black man dying when they go with white people. Black man know his rules when he go by himself. I ain't doing all that dumbass shit. And actually, I don't even want to fucking swim. I just want to sit here and smoke me a good cigar. And if y'all want to go out there and do it, you go ahead. No, won't get me, buddy. Oh yeah, let's go down and see if we can touch the bottom. For what, nigga? For what?
I ain't touching the bottom. I don't want to touch the bottom.
Fuck, I'm looking at the thing. It said
the bottom.
18 feet deep. Man, do you know I'm about to die?
Pat. Hey, JB out there driving the yacht like it's a jet ski. He had a video of that motherfucker was swerving. I was like, oh, hell no.
Hey, Pat, love you, dog. I'll hit you later.
I love you too, JB. Anytime, bro. Great show
Always.
today.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir.
Pac-Man Jones, man. Shout out to him. Man, we running this thing on a Free Game Friday. Sean King's now is me and him the last hour and 10 minutes. We're going to take a quick first break of the day. Sean and I will come back and address all these topics that are cracking today. So pound the like. Shout out to Bailey, Sean Salisbury, everybody out here on a Free Game Friday for rocking the house. We'll be back in about 3-4 minutes. Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking. New York Giants. I'm your head coach, John Harbaugh. I'm here to say, we're a New York Giant. I'm in New York. You're in New York. We're in New York. We're the Giants. You guys want to be happy to be here? We're the New York Giants. I got a guy doing backflips. I got a guy, pro-Trump. We got guys that don't want to be here. We got a guy that wanted fucking Lawrence Taylor's number. He didn't even bust a grape in a fruit fight. But we're New York. We're Giants. We want to be Giants. You want to be a New York Giant? I want to be a New York Giant. Hey, we're Giants.
What a privilege.
What a privilege it is. I'm New York Giants. Come on, guys. We're Giants.
Eli Manning.
You guys ready to go? That was the worst speech I've ever heard by a fucking real deal coach, man. I got to be honest. But I'm not going to go there yet.
John Harbaugh, who we know is a Super Bowl winning coach, one of the best coaches in the game and in the history of the NFL, made his first speech to the New York Giants, and a clip from it has went viral. Coach JB, I need you to rank this speech, but first let's play it so the fans and our listeners can tune in. Check it out.
Good to see everybody here. You excited?
Yes, sir. Yeah,
a little nervous?
Nope.
Huh? A little nervous? A little nervous, man. I'm nervous, excited nervous, Nervous like before a game almost, man. So get this thing kick off. I'm standing up here in front of the New York Giants. The New York Giants. This is a New York Giants sitting in this room. The New York Giants. Wow, it's an honor. It's an honor to stand in front of this room right now.
You understand what? I'm not going to say nothing, but what does that say right there on the wall?
Win.
What's important now?
Yep.
If it says that, homie, we're going to have a problem. I'm not saying I invented it, but
thank you. Come on, bro. I've been going around a long time, bro.
But everybody knows who started it. But let's go.
In this room right now. And I know those coaches back there feel the same way, right, coaches?
Sir,
it's an honor, man. We've been working, haven't we? We've been working early and we're late getting ready for today. Today. Sitting in this chair, this seat, getting to work, getting started, our beginning. Because this is where it all begins, together.
Is that the worst
chair? Sitting in his seat, this cushion. Sitting.
Let the worst speech ever go.
Standing on his floor.
Is that worse than Mike McDaniel's? Go.
2 feet on the ground.
Is that worse than Duval? Go.
10 toes.
Is that worse than Sirianni? Go.
10 fingers.
Is that worse than the last few head coaches we've bashed on this show? Go.
2 elbows. 2 shoulders.
Is that worse than crowing the eagle? Go.
1 mouth, 2 ears, so you can listen more than you talk. The New York Giants.
Should he have used ChatGPT? Go.
We are the New York Giants. The Giants. But not just the Giants. We're the New York Giants. Oh. New York.
Neurogram crashes you hard.
I just want to be just made up. Something you can't do. Something in New York. The Giants.
Hey, well, fuck it. I'll go home tonight. I'll drink my yak and smoke my stick, and I'll get it back cracking. Drewski is in the news, man. Did another skit. Take a look.
Oh, you know what? I saved this yesterday, but I didn't have a chance to watch it. So this is my first time seeing it live. Let's check it out.
I raise all these niggas. I raise all these niggas. I raise these niggas.
The young nigga look up to me, man. 10 generations of the hood, man. Show love to your hood, man. Y'all nigga come back and feed the streets. Be a big homie to your hood, man. You nigga love me out here. I be that Pyro 1560 bloodhound. I'm finna start this streaming shit. Yeah, I'm finna start getting on live mode. Yeah. Bro, you just know how this shit be, bro. Like, I don't ask nobody for shit, dog. Like, I appreciate the unicorn. Y'all send a galaxy. Y'all send a galaxy in the chat.
Same apartment right here with little.
Same shit. That same spot. I was with their daddy. I was with their daddy around that time.
They don't even know what happened.
Nigga about this tall, man.
Let's talk about them allegations. How your lawyer be deported?
No. I was facing 40. It was a probation violation. What I went when I did. I raised these folk, man. Oh yeah. I raised these niggas.
From the south, she want me to touch up on her butt. I'm running lost, she tap my name.
I'm done all the bitches.
I was my first beating and I drunk a Sunny D. Started lurking with my ski. It was one on me. I just wanna be.
Yeah, what I just did. What I just did, man. I done came down here, bought everybody bottle. I done came down here, yeah. What I came down here and did. What I came down here and did. We come in peace, Allah Akbar. Allah Akbar. No violence, we come in peace. Brotherhood. Family. Allah Akbar. We come in peace.
Breaking news. 5 armed gunmen in head wraps are on the loose in Atlanta for attempted robbery. They are considered armed and dangerous, one of which has a history of murder. The situation remains unclear. Charleston Porter, age 57, caught committing crimes with underage teenagers, now facing several pending charges.
Hold on, homie. So, hey, you gotta respect it because he did the white face. Everybody got mad. I'm all for comedy. I don't give a fuck. Words and shit don't like this. Don't hurt me. So he just. I give him credit. I mean, he mimicked Steven Jackson here, and I don't have no problem with that. What? What, homie? Wait, Smitty. Hold up, homie. This is Steven Jackson, correct?
He's mimicking the old. He's mimicking the old, like the old black dude in the hood, who's like trying to. I thought it was
Steven Jackson. Oh, I was told it was Steven Jackson, homie.
He's mimicking the old black dude who never matured, like who never just stayed in the hood their whole life, hanging with the young cats, still want to act young, who never grew, who never matured. You brought up Steven Jackson.
No. I saw everybody tagging me saying that that's what it was. Am I tripping? I thought that's really what it was, homie. This ain't Stack?
You gotta ask the homie Matt Barnes. I know you do a show with them in the NFL season, so you gotta ask them. What
I'm not even clowning. This is what I was told he was.
I'm just saying in the caption, Drewski just said that old hood black dude who never grew up is what the caption was, which I thought was hilarious because we all know.
I'm gonna say he dressing like Steven Jack. No,
we all know.
One thing about it, if you're a real one, you don't mind checking in.
Checking in. What'd you say?
I check in with the real one. That's why I'm in the middle of old block.
Where you at?
You see the hoop?
Where you at?
I'm in the middle of old block, nigga.
Yeah, pound that like button, man. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. We are back in the building. Send Sean some super chats. He broke right now.
Facts.
Send him some bread. Send him some bread.
School about to start back, dog. Man, the girls just went school shopping. Lord Jesus, I don't know what that ticket looked like. I'm afraid to look.
I need you guys to Venmo Sean right now for his daughter's school.
Please.
Sean, there's a lot going on, and I want to talk something real quick because Steve Kim, who cooks you in boxing, he there's a fight tomorrow, and I didn't know. I didn't know about. It's too hot out here, Sean. It's too hot out here. I gotta get on that water this weekend. It's just too hot out here. I can't imagine what Vegas is, and I know Arizona's on fire, and they got like fucking monsoons going on. It's crazy weather all over the world. We got huge waves and shit out here. It's going crazy. So Errol Spence coming off of what? 3-year hiatus? Australia tomorrow. And I'll get your take on that, but I want to bring up this topic real quick. We do a segment, What's Happening Now? Your boy, AB, Adrian Broner, former champ, has gone streamer, is now being sued, and apparently I think some false, or he's saying they're false, but allegations have now come forward, and he's being sued and apparently trying to press charges against him and the other guy he's with, Dean the Great or whatever. I love this take by him because I'm going to be honest. I'm with him, Sean. I'll read it for you guys, for the audio listeners. He said if these fake allegations gonna start because people think I'm rich again and trying to get money from me. So I'm going to stop streaming today because none of this was going on when I was just down and out and I was the same way. So basically the motherfucker's illiterate, number one. Number two, I just want to get clarity. I'm 1,000% with him is what are you saying here? If it is fake, hopefully it is false allegations because these broads are thirsty as shit, as we all know. The fake allegations that continue to go unfucking. The women don't face any consequence when they fake these allegations, and the man does. Reputation, real jail time, fucking loss of wages, whatever you may say. He's making $1 million a month on Kick right now. And now all of a sudden allegations are coming forward. Where are you at with this whole thing? This is the good and the bad of this streaming and this internet shit that we're seeing on a daily basis. You make it big, now there's allegations again against the guy. I don't know if he's had any prior issues or not. You know more than me. Obviously, he's trying to get back in shape, whether that's for a celebrity type of fight to make some money and fight a fucking Ryan Garcia or something, or we don't know, but he's at least trying to lose his belly that he got drinking on this stream and all this shit. He's Rampage Jackson. If you haven't noticed or followed the kid lately, he's doing all this shit. Where are you at with this right here, though, facing allegations now, now that he's making $1 million a month? You with him? Fat Cap? What?
So I got two different responses. My first response is, I'm pretty sure this is a money grab. My second response is, and I'm talking to this generation of young black men. We didn't grow up calling women bitches. We didn't grow up acting like
we had mama that we respected too much.
Women were worthless, and like if you consume this content, if you go back probably a month and a half ago, I said this was coming. So my message in to Adrian Broner would be, you probably are going to be found guilty just because of the content.
Of what he's what he's putting out there.
I've got daughters. I haven't seen one chick on AB and Dean's stream that if that was my daughter, me and her wouldn't damn near fall out by allowing a man to talk and treat them like they do all the women that come on that. Now, I'm not talking about the morality level of the women. I'm just talking about as a man. I don't care what environment you in, what group of women you're around. You get to pick and choose how you address and what level of respect you have towards women. Like, I don't think he sexually assaulted the girl because it looked like she slept in the same room on the couch. Well, for him to get up and throw ice water on the chick and like say, suck my dick or get out. Like, I got daughters, dog. Like, I'm just like, to me, that's so foul. Like, I hope these young boys get the picture. Like, that shit ain't cool. Like, when you calling females outside of their name, like, when you treat them like, you gotta think, all them girls got daddies, brothers. Like, what if somebody did your daughter, your sister like that? Like, so that's my big picture message. To this particular incident, I think she just trying to get some money. But if I knew AB, I would be like, hey, man, y'all tripping. Like, if you had to see this coming.
Let me ask you this, though.
If you watch their stream, you had to see it coming.
Let me give you this, though. I've been on this women take for a while now because I'm seeing it full go. And I had to deal with my daughter, who I haven't been close with for a while. And I had to check her a couple years ago because she does it as well. Just this skimpy pictures or what have you, because you hanging out with another broad that I knew and she was a fucking hoe. So you go out and try to be a hoe or look like one. I got a problem. So I checked her ass, just like you're saying. These girls nowadays are a different girl, though, than what me and you grew up with, too. We always grew up with hood rats and we had skeezers or whatever you want to call them, wherever part of the country you're from. But they were like, they'll whip your ass, too, right, if you disrespected them. They were hood rats that if you called them out their name, they were going to fucking bang on you, too, where I grew up at least. These girls now, Sean, I'm going to be honest, they fucking fast as shit. And they like this shit. Like, they want to be these fucking hoes and look like it and act like it. They on OnlyFans disrespecting their damn self. So I don't know if they care anymore like they did like when you and I were growing up. I don't think they're the same woman. Whether it's a father, lack of father, or maybe it's a mother that was also like a harlot and she promoting these young girls to do that, or the babies saw their mama being that way. And just have grown into that person as well. Something's going on, though, because these women don't even respect themselves like they did, homie. I'm just being honest.
JB, go deeper. Like, the way Dean and AB and I think the other ones, I forget all the names. The way they talk to each other.
They on the gay shit. They on that bullshit.
I ain't got no homeboy that didn't call me a bitch-ass nigga, and me and him ain't gonna fall all the way out.
Normal, yeah, normally.
Right, you can't talk to me like that, and I ain't gonna talk to you like that. But it's gonna be some respect when we're around each other. Like, I was raised right.
That was my next topic. Yeah,
you ain't gonna just be calling me out my name, and we supposed to be partners. And listen, just like I said with dancing in the locker rooms and the feminine movements and Brandon IU. Listen, the grown men in this country don't respect the behavior of a lot of y'all younger guys. Like, y'all really need to get it together. Like, even the way they communicate, like, man, I wish one of my partners would. Man. But look, you get one shot, and I'm going to address it when you say it. And if you say it again, then we're going to fall all the way out.
And that,
like, you can't talk to me like that. But when you
Sean, I ain't got no homeboy that if he talks to me that way, he ain't my homie though. Cause I never had none of my partners. Hey, bitch, made motherfucker. Like, no. That means you ain't my homeboy though, because we know not to cross that line if we're chilling and bullshitting. Even if when we're joking, we're not saying that word or call each other. This shit right here, what they're doing, obviously they must have not known each other very long. Number one.
Listen,
Number two.
I stopped consuming the product, JB, because I felt like I was supporting it.
Right.
Like I don't even watch it because it's so disrespectful and it's so disheartening because they're all more intelligent than that. And I don't like that the young people have normalized it. Like, man, if you call my daughter the B word, first of all, me and her gonna have a real conversation if she don't address it. But then I'm gonna address it with you. And these are people that he got kids, he got daughters. So shout out to AB, and listen, I hope you get everything worked out, but you had to see this coming.
And this is the thing, these streaming apps are throwing this large amounts of money at these cats to go do this shit. Like, look at Rampage Jackson. He don't do the shit that these guys are doing. He's on his own type of kick, literally on kick, but he's doing his own type of thing. And he's more of a, like, I get a more alpha male vibe from him kind of doing the shit he's doing, kind of talking shit. He's with women, fucking around with them or whatever. These guys here, though, when they're always together, this guy, dog, had a G-strap on. This motherfucker was wearing a G-string in a picture, homie. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? And they're acting like these young generation boys aren't watching them. And then they talk about they kissing each other and shit. Like, they're doing some weirdo shit. And you expect the women in the room to be on the up and up? And then they just, and I think he was caught fucking one on stream, and then he was caught doing some other shit with one, and talking about, if you don't suck my dick, you gotta leave.
Like JB, I come to your house for a palooza, and you got a shawty in the room. When the fella start just going in the room?
Exactly. Like, oh shit, I'm shutting the door on you anyway, because, like, yeah.
When this became a thing, dog. Like, I'm just being honest, and I ain't trying to be like the old guy, but I'm just saying, dog. He got up. Shorty was laying on the little side couch, and he said, "Suck my dick, or you got to get out."
Yeah.
And then splashed with ice cold water. Like, dog, man, I was like, when I saw that, I said, "Boy, look at him."
But who are the girls, Sean? Who are the girls?
I went and showed it to my daughters.
Right.
As an example, like, if you ever let a man do you like this, right? That's the ultimate disrespect.
But who are the girls?
People treat you how you allow them to treat you. Like, if Dean was my son, I would tell Dean, what are y'all doing? Like, what kind of representation are y'all giving the world? Like, what is it? What good does it do you to gain the money and lose your soul?
Who are the girls agreeing to go on these things is my biggest question, though. Like, I want to know what made you, why are the girls agreeing, though? Because here's what the killer part is that no one talks. The girls, they get new girls, Sean, after they've seen the girls before them get treated that way. They get a whole new batch of girls come on the show to get treated the same way. So they're telling me they're getting broke off. They're doing anything for money. If they're going to do OnlyFans and actually fuck on there or do whatever, to me, it's the new age stripper. That's all it is, right? The strippers were that way. We found out, oh shit, my daughter, because I had homies that found out their daughters was stripping, Sean. And you saw like the Holy Ghost, like, oh, like, you don't know what to do. Like, man, I don't even know what to do. Like, this is crazy, right? They turn 18. I find out the homie came to my other homie that you've met a couple of them. I ain't gonna say their names, and said, "Hey, dog, you know, I hate to say this shit, but he's the real homie's like, hey, sorry, dog. I was at the titty bar with the homies, and I said, oh my God, it's your daughter, dog." And the homie said, what? And then he was fucking straight to the goddamn bar to try to find her. And then all hell broke loose. Dog, they are out there doing this shit, and that's like, now we're seeing it virtual. We just didn't see it in the 90s because there was no phones and shit like that. So you didn't know. It was a lot harder to track us or you as a daughter. Now it's on social media. That's my daughter on that motherfucking pole. Like, it's a cold game right now. I'm just telling you right now, these girls are thirsty as fuck for attention or for the money. Either way.
Listen, I spoil my daughters so they know they don't need no other man in their life ever. And I tell them, listen, if you let a man in your life, he need to do more for you than your daddy do. My daughter's got retirement accounts, and my oldest is going to be a junior in high school. Like, I'm just telling you, like, hey, fathers out there, boy, look, y'all got, hey, and at the end of the day, like, once they get grown, they grown now. But this stuff needs to be said.
Yeah, Sean, they get 25, 26 years old, and they sit up here and tell me I'm a stripper. Hey, it is what it is. I'm not going to say.
This needs to be said. I hope this gets to Adrian Broner. I'm a big fan. But, man, the way y'all interact with women on that show is so disrespectful, dog. That shit ain't cool. That shit ain't fly. Like, it ain't none of that.
Yeah.
Like, a real man don't got to disrespect no woman. I'm going to keep it a buck. Like, when I grew up, only people talking to women like that was pimps. Pimps and suckers.
Yeah, it's no doubt. It's crazy, man. This is a crazy, crazy fucking world we're in right now. I'll tell you that right now. Sean, real quick, before let me ask somebody real quick. I want to see if 4 or 5. The topic, Bailey, real quick to move on with Sean is E-Dub.
Let me address the chat because people like Sean gonna get a rude awakening. And listen, chat. Let me explain something to you. As a parent, you got one job. If you do your job at a high level, guess what? You can go to bed every night and sleep on that pillow and be okay with the outcomes. That's what I'm saying. Because I said, when they get grown, they grown. But as a parent, while they under your roof, they're your responsibility, dog. Listen, I treat both of my daughters like queens. They don't want for nothing. I hold them accountable to their behavior. I check their social media. I teach them hard lessons when I have to. But that's my job as a dad. Now, once they get out my house, I just pray that the lessons that I'm providing them right now, that when they get in those situations, they got to make decisions. Hopefully something that I said, some way I've treated them, something that I've done resonates in their mind. And their reaction is based on that. That's my job as a dad. Now, you can't guarantee nothing, but for those in the chat, listen, that's your job as a papa.
Yeah, no doubt. Real quick, Sean, I want to get into this Rams team real quick. My buddy did an event for them 2 nights ago. It was a promote their ticket sales for SoFi in the Rams season with Myles Garrett, some other players. And Myles Garrett was just like super, like, this is like the greatest coach I've ever been around, and I've only been around him for 2 months. And talking about Sean McVay, it went on for a whole deal. My buddy was a bartender for the event, and they broke out their new uniforms. What you think about these uniforms the Rams have come out with? The yellow one to me screams Southern, screams high school. I'm gonna be honest. The whites have been around for a minute. They're fire, but this is a new Rams look, I guess. You like these or no?
So I'm pretty desensitized when it comes to uniforms because I get like the functionality behind it. They're trying to sell more jerseys.
Yeah.
So when you have a fan base and everybody already has a Stafford jersey, how do you sell more Stafford jerseys? You come up with a new look that nobody has. So to me, like when teams do this, it's strictly monetary reasons behind it. Like nobody has these jerseys. So now if you want a Puka Nacua, a Stafford, a Myles Garrett, a Aaron Donald if he comes back, a Devontae Adams that like this, you got to go buy a new one. To me, that's what this is about.
No, good point. Yeah. Interesting. I'm curious. You think Aaron Donald returns?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's dive into some college football real quick because E-Dub might join us real quick to talk about his latest Ring of Honor induction. So we'll see if he pops in here with us just for 5 minutes to so we can congratulate him live. Number one, the Raiders have signed now Fernando Mendoza to his 4-year, $57 million fully guaranteed contract with a 5th-year option. Yesterday, there was, they hadn't negotiated it yet. I said it's because they know he's not going to start day one. Oh, here we go. We got him right around. Let's move right to it, Bailey. Let's pop in our main man, E-Dub.
What's up, my guys?
What up, dog? Hey, I wanted you live, man, real quick. First of all, I got to ask you, your former team you won a Super Bowl with broke out their new unis.
Oh, they look fire.
You like them?
Yeah, I do. It's old school. Like, the white and blue is original Rams. And so I'm not the yellow, like, I don't maybe love, but the all white. When I played Madden with the Rams, I'd always go all white with the blue when they exact uniform. So I love them, and I'd put the snow on, so they couldn't see.
Hell yeah, I love it.
I think they're dope. I love them because I'm more of
me and you represent the snow delegation.
I mean, you're right. I mean, we're a dying breed out there, so we gotta make sure that we represent.
Yeah, y'all, Sean, are the majority now, and y'all, us, are the minority.
Hey, y'all should go try for the Lakers. Y'all probably could make the teams, though.
Hey, watch the Lakers do damage this year. Okay, watch out.
Hey, E-Dub. 5 passes. They're gonna do some bullshit shit. 5 passes.
Reverse layups. 3-point.
Yeah.
Off the backboard. Yep.
If I was the Lakers,
Pump fake.
I have all the white guys them old time free throws. You know, I used to put the ball between their legs.
Yep. Whatever it takes.
Hey, whatever it takes. E-Dub, real quick, man. I don't want to hold you. You have been congrats. You inducted to the Ring of Honor, Utah. I saw you had that fire hat on. Appreciate you joining us. What's going on there in Utah, man? You going to be there when they take on Arkansas? I think September 12th. You've been inducted to the Ring of Honor there. That hat right there is fire. I need to get that hat. You went out and spoke to the boys. Congrats, man. First of all, how important was this to you?
Well, shoot, man. It's like never do you think like something like this would happen, right? When I growing up in Ranch Cucamonga in the Inland Empire, making my way to the University of Utah, and then carving out my journey there, getting married, starting a family, then going to the NFL, and then coming back full circle 20 years later and having my name etched in history in that stadium. It's just, it's hard to believe. It's hard to even like comprehend, like you look at across the country when you go into stadiums and you see names, they're like historians, like who they are. And now my name is up there in University of Utah history. It's just really gratifying. It's humbling and just pretty surreal, honestly.
And you're on the ballot for the NFL Hall of Fame, regardless of what you think. I know you're so humble and humility runs deep through your veins, but you're also on the NFL Hall of Fame. Sean, this is gonna be a hell of a year for E-Dub. And you're a winning high school coach, and your son's getting the highest recruited kid in the damn state. I mean, come on. It's a hell of a job,
we're doing like we've talked about it. Like I'm getting inducted to the College Football Hall of Fame in December, which is insane, and obviously being announced the Ring of Honor and being eligible, like just to be eligible and to be looked at as maybe like a super long shot in the NFL Hall of Fame is insane, right? Like I'm beyond blessed. I'm healthy, trying to get back, and we got big things coming for the high school. We start camp next Friday. We're finishing up our summer workouts. We're growing. We got we got probably the most complete team this year. So yeah, man, like things are great. My third won nationals for acro. She's competing in worlds in Italy in September. Like my kids, we try to instill those traits of hard work and perseverance and handling adversity, handling constructive criticism, and then to see them grow up in their own little worlds to be trying to be successful. It's amazing. That's what the greatest joy is, being a parent and trying to give back to the kids, and then to the extension of the football kids and in your community. As you both know, like we're always trying to give back and help others in the process.
Yes, Sean, go.
What do you think about
be quiet,
Tulane?
Be quiet. Be quiet, Weddle. God damn it. We gotta come full circle here.
Okay.
Go.
Fuck the Utah athletic department. Mark Harlan is a friend of mine. He was the AD at South Florida when I coached there. This is a message to all of you bootleg-ass college football programs out there. How in the fuck, and I'm cussing because I want to emphasize this point.
Yeah.
Does Eric Weddle get elected to the NFL Hall of Fame ballot before he gets inducted into the Utah Ring of Honor? Listen, colleges, y'all got to stop being reactionary and get ahead of the goddamn curve. Because Eric Weddle should already be in the Ring of Honor in Utah. Ain't no reason that y'all should wait and be reactionary to after he gets all these other accolades and to then come back and try and say we're going to put him in the Ring of Honor. Get y'all shit together, colleges. That's some bullshit.
Be like Colorado and put Shador in right away.
Now, I ain't talking about go crazy. But what I'm saying is, what was Shador illuminated, though, for the Boulder? How in the fuck is Cordell Stewart jersey not retired?
Darian Hagan.
No doubt. No doubt.
Like, colleges, what the fuck are y'all doing? And I get it. It's a lot of kids, so y'all don't want to retire numbers. Utah not retiring Weddle number. They put him in the Ring of Honor, which you should already be in. But listen, these college programs, y'all need to get with the game. Y'all on some bullshit.
Nah, that's fair.
Congrats.
So, thank you. To just shed some light, they just started the Ring of Honor 2 years ago. Alex Smith was the first.
Yeah, I know you got to go down there. I know it's your own. Fuck that.
Hey, so wait, E-Dub, so who was it? Is it Alex Smith, Mike Anderson, or who?
No, Alex Smith was the first annual, and then last year was Ron McBride and Roy Jefferson, and then I'm the third one to go in. So
yeah, these colleges
third year.
Money. They're asking for some money, but they won't put their all-time great players' name up in the stadium. Yeah, all these colleges, y'all some bullshit.
Yeah, well, Troy Aikman said it best, Sean. He's like, I'm stopping the UCLA fund because I gave money for a guy. You didn't even get the guy. And then you continue to ask me for money for what? Like E-Dub said on this show before, why? What am I giving you the money for? Is it my name on the stadium, in the locker room? What do the donors get back, I guess? That's what that's what people are. And I'm talking to other guys too out there that's donating. And I'm like, what are you getting from it?
Well, you always donors have always
just give,
donated, right? I think it's become like a annual thing instead of like, hey, here's $500K one time, whatever that looks like, that number. But now it's like it's yearly because you're having to raise money to pay kids every year, which on top of the rev share, it's just, again, we've talked about this. It's gotta be regulated. It's got to be changed, which is going to. I mean, you hear more and more reports of these conferences and the SEC trying to break away. And what is that going to look like in 2 to 4 years? I think it's going to be 2 super conferences that disband from the NCAA. And we've talked about that because there's no 95%, 98% of the schools can't survive in this landscape.
Yeah, I don't think it lasts long, Weddle, because I think even the schools with the big budgets know it's not sustainable. The way it used to work was, okay, let's say Weddle says, okay, he want to donate a large amount of money. He's doing it because it's a legacy move for his family, right? There's going to be a building named after him, weight room, a meeting room, something that he can go for the rest of his life. Like even the schools with the big bag, it's like, okay, I gave you $1 million last year, and everybody that got the money, they left the year after. Like, there's a reckoning coming with this NIL stuff.
I totally agree. I mean, yeah, that when I donated after my first contract, I gave back to the school, and basically the options and the price points were like name after the practice field, name on the defensive team room, et cetera, et cetera. So, that's how you like want to be like, they gave me an opportunity. I built relationships here. Now I'm trying to give back, but now you're just donating. With the money that the big money spenders, they need to do it anyways. So if you're a billionaire, you gotta write off something anyways as donations. So, but for the normal people that love their university, we don't have that. You don't have that type of money just to do that every year. So it's gonna change. We'll see what happens.
Edub, I appreciate you hopping in here. I just want to ask you one. I want to ask you one question. Who is this player? Go.
Let me see.
That's JB's favorite quarterback. That's Vanderbilt on the left. That ain't Virginia.
Guess the player. That's the quarterback. Oh, poor guy.
That's fucked up, Sean, what they do to these kids. They get cut and they make it to the NFL, and now they're in LinkedIn.
Well, the crazy thing is like we're the bad guys because we're honest, because we told everyone that he had zero chance of ever playing in the NFL. And that's why he stayed and tried to get another year, which, hey, there's a lot of great college football players. That's good. That's okay. Like, be proud of that. Just like there is a lot of great high school players that aren't good enough to go to college football. Like, it's okay. At the end of the day, it's like mom and dad. It's okay. Be proud of what your son did and accomplished and be a part of a great team and a culture. And now he's moving on. Like, it's no different in the college moving to the NFL. Like, you're talking about the less than 1% of 1%, right? And you have to have, at the very baseline, for certain positions, physical traits that translate to the NFL. If you don't have that, you don't have a chance. I'm sorry. There's only one Doug Flutie ever in the history of the NFL. And I doubt in today's game, I bet he would flourish even more, honestly, thinking about it. But I mean, like, there's not many 10-year-plus careers of a 5'10", 5'9", 5'8" quarterback.
Let's be honest, because this is the realest show on planet Earth, right? I never met Diego Pavia in my life, but I'm very comfortable saying, based on what Diego Pavia has shown me from afar, he a piece of shit. And so, like, listen, guys, if you ain't the prototype for what they're looking for, then you better be a hell of a good person. You think Eric Weddle played that long in the NFL because he was a shitbird or a slapdick? There was a time where Eric Weddle was an undersized white guy trying to play a position where the whole room is brothers. And if he'd have been a shitbird, guess what? He'd have never got a shot. And I didn't know Weddle when he first started, but I guarantee you his story reads just like this. He worked his ass off. He was in that room looking at film. He made sure them coaches know that football was first and nothing else mattered. So to all you other quarterbacks that look like Diego Pavia, if you want to be a shitbird, you want to talk shit at the Heisman, you want to go out and act like you fucking Drake or somebody, guess what? That's the outcome coming for you. Because you ain't good enough to act like that.
Hey, Sean coming with the fire today, baby. You good? What'd you eat this morning, man?
Yeah, he's on some shit. I don't know.
What's going on? What's going on in the background that we don't know about? What's going on?
Yeah, he's filling in for Smitty, and he's just like, I'm showing you I'm the co-host.
Yeah, he got slighted somewhere over the last 24 hours that he was out in the public, because I know I get like this sometimes, and I carry it for another couple days, where someone says something to me or looks at me, or just even at home, maybe my wife said something sideways to me, and I'm like, okay. And then the next day, I'm coming with it. So
you tug the string, because I got a beef with Tulane. Actually,
yeah, there it is. There it is.
Hey, listen, take me out of the equation. How in the fuck is Matt Forte name not somewhere in the stadium at Tulane?
100%. Like, I don't.
And here's the thing. Hold on, let me cook for a second. We had an old bootlegging ass, slapdick ass AD named Troy Dannon that came to Tulane. And I thought Tulane football did some fuck shit. I addressed it with him. Like, I ain't the kind of person to go on social media. I addressed it with him. I thought it was some bullshit they did. You know, he told everybody at Tulane, we can't do nothing with Sean King while I'm the AD.
Ooh.
Bitch, you wasn't there when we was getting it from the mud. And then guess what he did as soon as he got a shot? He left. And so, Troy Daniel, I hope you consume this at some point. Fuck you for life.
Yeah, that's some sucker stuff right there.
Right.
Sean's on one today.
How you gonna come into the company after it's a Fortune 500 company and then act like you ain't gonna get no respect to the motherfuckers that helped it become that? Like, boy, look at him. I'm on one in the morning. You right.
Yeah, the people that.
We got breaking news. We got breaking news, D-Dub.
We got breaking news.
I told
LeBron
you.
has made his final decision. He has signed with the 76ers, 2-year, $8 million deal. Let me read you what he said on Twitter. Quote, I thought I was done when the season ended. I wasn't ready to announce it, and I knew I needed some time to really decide. But I was pretty sure when I played my last game, I was honest at that last press conference when I said I need to look at myself and decide if I still love this game. I still truly love this game, and I have more to give. The last few weeks have been really special. I have never been able to have no clue what to do and take real time to just think. I've had an incredible few months with all the people I love and try to figure it all out. This is my last decision. I'm not going for money. I'm not going for family. What am I really playing for at this point? I still want to sacrifice. I still want to work. I still want to grind. I still want to compete, to win, and to have a chance at the feeling of winning. Another championship. I believe I can help the 76ers, a championship team, and I'm so excited to energize a new fan base and start this incredible journey one last time. Thank you, LA, Miami, all forever love. And Northeast Ohio will always be home. Breaking news.
Let me just cook for 1 minute before I gotta go. Okay, he is the biggest fraud in the history of sports. Okay, to manipulate and control the narrative and media and all this other stuff. Like, everything he said, I don't believe one word. Okay, if you really, it wasn't about the money, then why did you tell the Lakers that it's not about the money and build a team around Luka and I want to be a part of it instead of moving to another team? Okay, and there's all this other crap. Like, you just been hanging out, not knowing what to do, contemplate retirement. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay, so good luck. Thank you for leaving the Lakers finally, so I can watch basketball again, and we can get back to playing the game the right way. So, holla, love you guys. Have a great one. No one cares about Bron. No one cares about him for the last 10 years. Only been a me guy. Never takes any type of accountability after the losses. Always blaming team. Handpicked his teammates over a course of 25 years. And what has that gotten him? He's gonna go into the Hall of Fame. And what team are you gonna go to? No one. Lakers ain't gonna take you. You're not a Laker. You're not a Heat. You were there for 3 years. You're gonna go to Cleveland. Left there, came back for what? You got no home.
Hey, Weddle, before you leave, congratulations on the Ring of Honor. And never forget, dog, we'll let Gage play safety and quarterback, dog. It's saying, dog, I ain't mad at the current regime in New Orleans. I'm talking about Troy gone. Yeah,
we good. We good now?
Yeah,
okay.
We Gucci now. Just
saying. Love you, man. I'll see you later.
Love you guys.
Peace. E-Dub, man. All right, Sean, breaking news happened a few minutes ago. We didn't want to interrupt everything we had on this loaded Free Game Friday. To say I'm shocked, I guess, is it's kind of a double-edged sword. Like, I'm shocked that Philly's the destination. As much golf as he wants to play at the end of his career in a cold city is a shock. And then the shock part of it is, I mean, this is just such a bad look to me for a guy that thinks he's the GOAT and calls himself the GOAT. I just think this is just ridiculous. What is this, his fourth team?
So, two things.
Fifth, if you count Cleveland twice.
1, fuck LeBron. 2, fuck LeBron. Like, I was not emotionally invested in LeBron's decision. But I said the only reason he's still playing is to create separation between him and Jordan statistically and to hopefully win a 5th championship, what gets him one closer to MJ, which I think Kobe had 4, right?
Yeah, the 5.
5, okay, and ties in with Kobe. No other decision made sense. Now you got to think. Like, people don't understand. They're going to start Joel Embiid, Jaylen Brown, Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, who balled as a rookie last year, and LeBron James. And they got their bench because it's not a trade. They didn't have to give up future ones and trade their role players. So all the, like, from a basketball decision standpoint, to me, this was the only decision. If you want to win a championship, which is what he's trying to do. Will it work? We'll find out. But I wasn't invested in this because I wish Bron would retire so that the NBA can create the next generation of superstars. And as long as he's still rolling around and Durant's still over there, won't get his hair did, and Steph Curry, the little light-skinned boy wonder, and go, they can't move to the next group. Because the NBA got a real problem, JB. Who's the best American-born NBA player right now? Like, all their best players are international guys.
Anthony
Stoker,
Edwards
Wemby, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, like, all their top guys are from other places.
The best young and upcoming guy is probably Cooper Flagg. The guy that's kind of established Americans, probably Anthony Edwards. I don't know. I mean, Jaylen Brown's in the mix. You got Tatum if he's healthy. I mean, there's a couple. But, like, I've been saying it for a while. It's international, man. You got some good young guys, Cade Cunningham, those guys. But other than that, like, man, it's Wemby, SGA, fucking, Joker. I mean, yeah, like Luka. I mean, Embiid has to be healthy, though, for this team to win it all. I just don't see it.
Here's why I don't think the Sixers will win it. I don't think they'll take the regular season serious.
Because of the
based on the historical context of how Philly has operated. They will try and manage the minutes in the regular season to make those, in their mind, get to the playoffs with a healthy team. And the same thing that befalls Philly in the last 3-4 years. If you don't play with your 5 starters enough, you don't really get a rhythm. You don't really figure out how it all works. So I think they'll probably do, Embiid will miss 35 games. Bron will sit out for 25, and then they'll get to the playoffs and they'll look good for a couple games and they'll flame out. But if it was about basketball, this was the only destination.
I'm surprised he's leaving all the corporate,
But it's not like he's going to Minnesota or going to Utah or going to Milwaukee. Philadelphia is a big city that's very passionate about sports. Where he's got to differentiate himself, and he's a little different because he's already got a championship. Does this outcome end up better than Charles Barkley and Clyde Drexler going to Houston? Does this end up better than Karl Malone going to the Lakers? Like, does this end up better than Scottie Pippen going to the Trailblazers?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, historically, this hadn't resulted in a championship, but we'll see.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Nick Nurse won a title in Toronto. He managed that group with Kawhi and all this. Is he the right coach for this group?
This group ain't got no coach, JB.
Yeah, that's where I'm leaning.
This group ain't got no coach. Like, Embiid set in his ways. Bron definitely set in his ways. Maxey mad as a motherfucker. Like, Tyrese Maxey over there like, boy, this some bullshit. I already got to deal with the goddamn Embiid. Like, if you watch and consume NBA basketball, Tyrese Maxey without Joel Embiid on the court is like a top 20 NBA player. And then all of a sudden Embiid come back, he can't figure out like how to cook. And now you're going to add LeBron in there. Like, I hope it works. To me, it makes sense basketball-wise, but I don't think they play enough together in the regular season to really make no noise in the playoffs, but we'll see. Then you got Jaylen Brown over there. Jaylen Brown was disgruntled playing second fiddle to Jason Tatum. Now he's going to play with Embiid and LeBron. Like, he going to get off the plane. Ain't nobody going to be like, hey, Jaylen, we love you. He ain't going to get that.
Now, the last thing I have first of all, I don't know their roster that well. I don't know if they have enough surrounding outside shooting, which you need nowadays in this league, especially if an Embiid does get hurt. Do you have enough outside shooting that can consistently knock down the mid-range game? We'll see. Maxey, but do they have Jaylen Brown? I guess is more of a slasher to me, defender, transition guy. I'm curious to see that part. But let me ask you this to LeBron regarding LeBron. What does this do for his legacy, though? because Smitty swears its legacy set in stone already. I don't believe it is. If you're going to continue to play, I think you're still going to be judged and graded. And he's called himself the GOAT. And Michael Jordan's come out and said, I would never call myself the GOAT. I think there's generational GOATs. But where are you at with this? What does it do for your legacy?
This will push him past Kobe if he can win a championship. Because the last time the Philadelphia 76ers hoisted the NBA trophy, Dr. Julius Erving was their best player, 1983.
Barkley.
So, Barkley wasn't on that team. Barkley never won a championship.
No, I'm saying Barkley, I think, is the Phillies' best player.
No, I'm talking about hoisted a championship, like won the NBA championship.
That was ABA, wasn't it?
No. It was 1983. It was NBA.
Yeah, I mean, I'm saying it just transitioned, though.
Right. My point being, if he brings a
fucking Doug
championship to that city, that's a big sports city, dog. Philly's
Moses Malone, you got
city. Like, he will elevate above everybody, and then I think he will jump Kobe legacy-wise, just because, like, you see how New York went crazy? Philly will go bonkers, too. 1983, JB, it's 2026.
I just find it so ironic.
What's that, 43 years?
I just find it so weird. I just find it so fucking weird, man, that Kobe is like Philly born and raised. And like, it's just really ironic to me that you're going to Philly after you've played at LA after the man died. You're going to go back to Philly where he's from in high school and all that shit, man. I just find it weird as fuck. It's like a weird flex to me. I don't know.
And the chat is disagreeing with me totally about the Kobe thing. I'm telling y'all, listen, we live in a reactionary America. If Brian goes out and averages 21, 7, and 4, and Philly wins the championship, and he plays a big role in a couple key moments, I'm just telling y'all, don't be shocked.
I just will never put him above Kobe. But
me either. I'm not talking about me. I'm Brad, as you say, brass tacks, like macro.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's what the Philly thing is about.
Yeah.
Trying to win a 5th championship and what he views as the weaker conference.
Now, there's no doubt it's the weaker conference. I was like, unless something happens crazy and he ends up in Minnesota or something because they have a decent roster as well, or San Antonio, he's going to the East just because it's the least path of resistance is in the East right now.
And it's the most help. Dog,
Yeah.
Jaylen Brown was the finals MVP 2 years ago. Joel Embiid, when healthy, is
MVP
regarded as a top
yeah.
10 player. Tyrese Maxey, I just told you.
One of the best up-and-coming talents, yeah.
Yeah, like VJ Edgecombe. A lot of people, if it wasn't for Cooper Flagg and Con Knuckle, Edgecombe probably win Rookie of the Year. So, like, if you want to go somewhere and you ain't got to carry a lot of weight, Philly was a no-brainer based on the teams that we heard. Because Miami, you and Giannis got to cook. Like, y'all got a 30 a game. Golden State, with Jimmy Butler hurt, he was limping at the World Cup. Don't look like he even close to coming back. I love Steph, but Steph on the back end, Steph old. Like, he's going to have to cook. Going back to Cleveland, I mean, they look good on paper, but Mobley and Allen, them guys don't show up in the playoffs. Like, you're going to have to cook. This is the one spot where he can kind of go and be a big name, but, like, actually a role player when it comes to the actual basketball component, and they still have a chance. Like, it was a no-brainer to Philly.
Yeah. As we end the show, Sean, real quick, HBO has decided they're going to follow the Seattle Seahawks for Hard Knocks, the Super Bowl champs. You like that? You like that team being followed on Hard Knocks? Or so you just yawning now? It's boring. They're boring, huh? I haven't watched that show in a while. I'll be honest with you. I used to like it.
Shout out to the Seahawks for winning the championship. Shout out to the ownership group for what they get, $9 billion.
Yeah.
Like, think about that. the Seattle Seahawks,
owned by the Niners,
off-brand market,
yeah,
sold for as much as damn near as the Los Angeles Lakers, an NBA team in the biggest market. Well, I don't know who's bigger, New York or LA, but one of the top 2 biggest markets in basketball. Like, that's how big the NFL is. So I don't like Seattle's boring. Like, we ain't gonna get enough from Sam Darnold. Like, Charbonneau coming off an injury, they probably gonna show his rehab. I mean, Jackson Smith and Jig with light skin with 3 names. Like, what's gonna be entertaining about the Seahawks? But salute to them.
In the betting world, Sean, the odds have just flipped for the fucking Philadelphia 76ers, obviously. That's going to be interesting for the bettors out there. The show is powered by Underdog. Let me ask you this. Let me dive into this last couple topics. The attorney for the woman that's suing wide receiver star for the Rams, Puka Nacua, has released a photo showing what she alleges is a bite mark on her shoulder from the New Year's Eve incident that we followed earlier this year with Puka. Where are you at with this whole thing? Another money grab? Is it kind of showing Puka is kind of all over the place in the offseason? He entered a rehab. He did a bunch of different things. Where are you at with this situation here?
I mean, Puka got to lay off the liquor, dog. That's a hell of a bite. And first of all,
that looked like a goddamn mouthpiece.
That looked like a tattoo. Like, how you even bite somebody like that?
That's a mouthpiece. You know how you used to have to bite the mouthpiece, me and you, and put it in the microwave in a cup of water and shit to get it impressed so we can talk and still have the mouthpiece in?
Yeah.
That's Puka permanent. That's fucking permanent, ain't it?
If Puka did that, he's an angry drunk. Like, you had to be damn near pissed off to bite him fucking like that. God damn, Puka.
Oh, man. It looked like my dog bit Smitty.
Alcohol and strange women, boy.
That's crazy, bro.
It don't end that. That don't even look real. That look like a tattoo. That's too perfect. Like, look at his circumference is right. Like like, I mean, come on, Puka. And it's like at an angle. Like, what was she trying to run away? And he built her and pulled her back in the bed? Like, how you even get like
I don't know how you have a full circular bite though.
Right. Like, come on, man.
So I'm assuming that's her spine because that's her earring, it looks like, or something, right? So it's to the left of her mid back.
That look like AI.
So she's got to be laying down like she is right there for that bite. And then she put whatever that is, a measurement for scale next to it. Like, that's a full mouth.
That look AI. That don't even look real. Like, it's too perfect.
I mean, those are like, so his two front, you see his two, so the dentist took that motherfucker and made a mold because that's every tooth in his mouth on that lady.
Like, if you bite somebody, think about how far back and how wide open. Like, come on, man.
I can't even. Fake, like, usually, if you bite somebody, you just have a few teeth marks. No.
Now, obviously, Puka got an issue because he went to rehab, but I'm gonna side with Puka on this one. That looked photoshopped.
That look AI to me, dog. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. That look AI. All the women in the chat, let us know. You think that's real or what? Sean, this is right up your alley.
I ain't had no pussy that good. I'm gonna bite a bitch like that, dog.
Yeah. I don't know if that exists.
Golly.
Last thing for you, because you're this is right up your alley. Green Bay Packers superstar Micah Parsons says that he has a foot fetish, and just like you do, and Lauren Conlon, and says he loves toes. He has a foot fetish, and he said he loves toes, and he confirmed it on X apparently. Is this something that he should be talking about as he's rehabbing? He likes toes?
No, I didn't know toes were a thing until I watched Waiting to Exhale. Like, that was the first time, like, I even looked at a woman's feet. that ain't never, like, turn me on or off. Like, God damn, I look at your feet. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that's crazy. That is 100% crazy. Like,
he said facts.
Facts.
This motherfucker's weird.
No, JB, when the last time, like, you met a woman or you was, like, in a spot and you trying to figure out where you're going to shoot your shot, and he was like, I'm gonna holler at her because her feet sexy. Like, come on, dog.
It is a thing. I do know men that won't fuck with I mean, like bad bitches because their middle toe is too long or something's weird. I'm just telling you. I know guys that are just like that. They go, you gotta have pretty feet. Unless the feet is an indicator that the pussy's fucked up, I ain't fucking with it. Unless that, I ain't seen that yet, so I don't know.
If her feet a little jacked up, that means she work hard, which means she gonna work hard in the bed too. Like that's a good thing and a bad thing.
Last thing, man. Bailey, let's do the last thing here. Former Redskins QB RG3 posted a video on his IG. And the caption read, "Preparing for my Netflix documentary about why they kept running me when I had one leg against Seattle." This motherfucker here, boy. Where you at with this, man? Take a look. I know a guy that can't stand this motherfucker named Jay Gruden, who RG3 goes at all the time because Jay Gruden apparently fucked his career off. John's brother. So he's a content creator. That's all. It is what it is. That's what he's doing this for right now, right?
Are you gonna fire me if I say something negative about RG3 like ESPN did with Ryan Clark? Like I want to get fired. Like RG3 got a lot of brothers fired. Rob Parker called him a cornball brother and got fired. Ryan Clark went at him, got fired. So I got to tread lightly here. I want to check my Venmo, and it still got deposit. Like I want you to say on air that I won't get fired if I say something about RG3.
Hey, let me ask you this: ESPN making all these cuts, and then they hired Bussin' with the Boys, Will Compton, and Taylor Lewan or whatever, and Josh Pate, which I said just 3 days ago, watch what they hire those three guys, and they literally hired them for a college football game day or a college football show. They're taking personalities, media personalities like Will Compton and Taylor Lewan, and they're adding them to ESPN. As I told Smitty the other day, they're going to start taking these guys. That's why they have Drewski and all these guys as guest hosts on during ESPN. That's the name of the game now. So Bussin' with the Boys and Josh Pate is going to be on ESPN.
John Salisbury said something very pertinent. And I'm going to simplify. ESPN has gone from a sports company to an entertainment company.
Disney. I mean, that's who owns them. I mean,
the guys that want to consume like the nuts and bolts when it comes to sports and like really learn something from watching a NFL live or NBA live or something, y'all lost. You can't get it from them no more. They just entertainment. They just want the bottom line to be the bottom line. They want the algorithm to have them in it. So like Bussin' with the Boys, they got a following, just like McAfee got a following. So they're just banking that their following is gonna come to ESPN, even though it dilutes the content. No offense to none of those guys. Like shout out to them. Congratulations on a new gig, but you got to call a spade a spade. I don't even watch ESPN no more unless it's a live game.
Well, the only reason I watch it in the mornings during this show, it was Get Up, who starts at 5 a.m, and that's because Bart Scott was on there, and he's the only one that had any fucking logic to him when it came to fucking football and discussing with two bald broads on there, like, what are we talking about? That's the only reason I watched it.
Yeah.
Your boy, your guy that took your job, Dan Orlovsky. So, at the end of the day.
First of all, fuck you. Fuck you. Secondly, I used to go to NFL Network, but now they're owned by Disney too, so I don't go there. So I go to FS1 just out of spite. Like even when nothing's on, like when I get here in the morning, I turn the TV on, I go to FS1. By the way, I think Donna Rossini got a new job. This chick on MLB Network has to be Rossini's younger sister. Like they are doppelgangers. And she got that same kind of energy too.
What's that? What kind of energy is that? Go.
I get it popping. Like I get it popping energy.
Hey, what's your plans this weekend? You gonna watch a fight?
Mm-hmm.
I'll be on the yacht, man.
I'm watching the fight. Marlon Wayans is coming through one of the lounges that I'm a member at. He got here in Vegas performing, so I'm gonna go post up there, watch the fight, see if I can tell better jokes than he do Saturday. So wish me luck.
Enjoy the weekend. Great show, great week. Shout out to everybody that came today. We had a huge show all week long, every day, over 30-something hundred people here today. Shout out to you guys. We'll see you Monday for Merciless Monday, as we're about 8 weeks away from college football, Sean. At least we get some real news here soon. Shout out to Sean, Pac-Man, E-Dub, and Sean King holding it down with me while Smitty is in the fucking WNBA All-Star game in Chicago. So anyway, we'll see you Monday. Press love to all you guys. See you later. Peace.